Yeah.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the show, man. Still silly songs when the show in. Till then, it's half moon open. Sometimes go takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him, I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever trade again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor. It's Gucci's galore, so many more. From 6 in the more, it's never a more. Man, if I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J-Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin, you have two who Tobin is.
You fit right in.
That rap is like,
Thanks, Low Dog, and we are live from Marlins Spring Training. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Already offended to start the show. Marcos puts on his thing. He says, "I miss Leroy." I'm like, "What about me?"
That was yesterday.
So you didn't miss me yesterday either?
Nah, yesterday was a Leroy day.
I got to tell
I was
you.
hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry now, dude.
I told you to bring snacks.
Let me tell
I
you.
told you to bring snacks.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to do this every day, we'd have to have some serious conversations about my future.
No, my favorite thing about it though was like I'm telling you about my traffic, and you're like, "That's not true." I'm like, "Why would I lie about that?"
Dude,
It's he's flat out calling me a liar for like what I experience every day.
it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get here. I
Because
thought
you were going north. That's why I don't go north. I drive
Yeah.
south.
I thought, no lie,
Wow, you drive
that I
south
left
to get
plenty.
there?
I left plenty early enough.
Yeah.
I've been up here before. My buddy's playing in the golf tournament right on PGA National.
You gonna go say hi?
So I know after I leave here.
Oh,
Yeah. So I knew exactly where I was and where the Publix was. The Publix, as soon as you make the left onto Central, there's a Publix right there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna stop. I say, ooh, they got a breakfast place too in there. Oh man, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna get my eat on. And it was so much traffic that I couldn't risk it. But I think I had to go to my old theory. Always risk it for the biscuit. With food. Because listen, I'm not gonna be the best version of myself
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have any snacks. I'm not gonna be the best.
I understand.
And then I got food because I'm looking in here, right?
Hot plate.
And there's hot plates,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm like, oh no, they have meetings in baseball. What team meeting?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. They got like workouts. They got
No, I
like
know they got. Look, I get the workouts.
today's first full squad workout day. Everybody's
Okay,
here.
so everybody's saying hi.
Everybody's
So
here
you got
together.
that first team meeting
Mhm.
with the skipper,
Yep.
right?
Well, he said he's like, I'm not gonna give too many speeches because every speech I forgot. Like it didn't matter.
No, me too. Now you know who fell for it all the time?
Mhm.
My roommate Harold.
Oh, he got the goosies.
Duh. He wanted to fight me every night before a game when then he told one of them speeches,
Wow.
right? He's a dog. I'm gonna tell you, he's a dog. Let me tell you right here. No sudden moves. Don't make any football movements because I'm gonna come over there and hit you in the mouth. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I said, we supposed to be boys.
Do you think someone's gonna like? We gotta kind of have head on a swivel here because, like, what I guess they got the cage there.
Let me explain something to you. We have been fans of the Marlins for a long time.
Yep.
Ain't nobody hitting the ball that hard.
I don't know, dude. But I was here the other day, and some minor leaguers. I was here yesterday, actually. The minor leaguers, they were jacking some over here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
little lefties.
lefties. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. His name escapes me, but he had a rocket over here. So I don't know. Just head on a swivel.
I got you.
Head on a swivel. So yeah, we're here at Jupiter. We're excited. Thanks to the Marlins for having
Say
us
it
on
again.
out here.
Say it again.
We're here in Jupiter, dude.
Leroy's in Jupiter. That's different.
I'm
Because-
home.
Yeah, you're home.
I'm home.
You're home. How long did it take you to get here?
Probably like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Because I realized when I passed your exit,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I still got a nice little clip.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it was. It's like 20 minutes. It's not too bad, but like, yeah, I'm telling you, my drive every day south, it's always just at the Golden Glades. That's it. Everything else is smooth sailing.
you don't try to go sawgrass around.
Sometimes I try and dupe the system, but it's a lot more miles. So if it's not a guarantee, I'll just brave the pain.
Because you know for a fact, if you live in South Florida,
Mm-hmm.
under no circumstance are going to be smooth sailing through the Golden Glades.
Nope.
Never. You know it. Get used to it. Don't even pretend like, oh, maybe today I'm going to zip right through, because you're not.
So here's what we got. Let's give you some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford, did you bring the toys, really? Wow.
We know trucks.
Impressive. We're expected to have a bevy of Marlins guests. I think we're going to speak to Kim Ang shortly after she's done meeting with the massive media. So we'll talk to the Marlins general manager, and then we'll see. I mean, I gave a list of players and should expect some fun access here today. So
how about this?
Hmm?
I knew a whole bunch of people over there.
I know you did. I know. Well, that's the thing is you came here. We had 5 minutes before airtime, and Leroy, immediately I was like, Leroy, let's go behind the backdrop, and I lose him immediately, Marcos, and he's like, well, I had to say hello. I'm like, you saying hello is 45 minutes.
I didn't. I had to say hi to Cody. I had to say hi to Mish.
Yep.
I hadn't seen Mish in a minute. I used to do a show with Mish.
I know you did. I know you did. I didn't want you to be impolite. It's just I knew that was going to take 45 minutes if I let you.
Right. Yeah.
If I let you cut loose. Just, yeah.
And I looked around. I didn't see you.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, you like poked your head around. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right, so we'll take a break because I don't know when Kim. She looks like she's going to probably be doing media, and that'll kind of open things up for us. So let's get this first break out of the way, Marcos, and that'll open some things up from Jupiter. Everybody, we are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQM, and on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. And we're excited to be here. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans live from the Marlins spring training facility. We're back with more after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here from Jupiter. We are at Marlins spring training for the first full squad workout.
I got to tell you, there's some big ones going by.
Hey, man.
No, I'm just saying. Listen. This is no lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What we grew up with as far as baseball players and what they are now, and I think we could say this in any sport, that every sport, the athletes have gotten bigger and more athletic.
That's true.
And so, baseball, when I grew up, you had a lot of, little guys make contact, wasn't necessarily hitting for power.
Right.
And you didn't really have you really didn't have a bunch of like Dave Winfields or guys like that. Just, guys who you thought, oh, he should be playing a different sport. I walk by here and I'm gonna tell you, I see a couple of tight ends, old linemen,
A couple mooses.
Yeah.
Couple mooses, Marcos.
Right.
Although Leroy, this is what it's like being here with him, Marcos, because it's just like that guy's a minor leaguer.
He's roasting all the players.
No, I'm not.
He's like, ain't nobody gonna hit the ball this far.
Marcos, that's not why I said that.
He ain't making the club.
When the guy comes, rolls up, and he got the little wheelie bag, like with a small suitcase, I'm like, oh, he's a minor leaguer. He just came up because all the major leaguers live down here, right?
I guess so, yeah.
And they just drive
somewhere.
up, and
One
they've
would
already been here.
Yeah, one would
So
think.
I'm just making that assumption. I'm not looking at
I got you.
like the one guy we looking at, Marcos.
Yeah.
He makes you look like Altuve.
I already
Big
thought
boy.
I looked like Altuve.
But you know what? I want a little hoss to my relievers, you know?
Do you?
Yeah.
Where the ball
dude.
looks like a little tic-tac in their
Yeah,
hand.
dude.
Look like he's just gonna throw heat.
Just a haw, just a rear back and just crushing it.
I
Just
would
throwing
hate, you know what I tell you, I figured out what position I would hate to play in spring ball.
What's that?
Catcher. Because he just come out dressed in
Has to be in
equipment.
the equipment at all
Right.
times, dude.
He just comes out, he's in the knee pads. No. Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at my man's got
He's
a pitcher.
oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, he's
Pitchers
got
do the long hair.
got the long hair. That dude's got the arm sleeve on the pitching arm.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
He's got the look.
So when they call a righty,
Yep.
all he got to do is hold up the tats.
But we got a manager with an arm sleeve. I love that.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna show it off?
Because
kinda?
he's just
playing.
Yeah, he just got done playing.
I love that.
So
I was waiting for that. And I'm waiting for the first NBA coach with neck tats. That's what I'm waiting for.
Ooh.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Well, it would have to be a player coach.
Of course.
It's gonna be Spo.
And it's gonna be who?
It's gonna be Spo.
Spo.
Speaking of the Heat, we're waiting on Kim Ang. She's looks like they have the media contingent going on there.
Oh,
but,
here go. Come on, backtracker. What did the Heat do?
oh, dude.
Here we go.
The reinforcements are here, dude. We got Kevin Love.
The backtracker.
Woo-wee. Did you see those corner threes he was hitting?
Dude, he can shoot.
Oh,
Okay.
Can he shoot?
Hey, look, we've been to the Heat facility, and we see the board.
Yep.
When they shoot 100 threes, dude, there's probably 7 or 8 guys that make 85 out of 100 threes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the problem.
Oh, it's so good.
They can all shoot. The problem is doing it during the game.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? He's an all-time shooter. He can shoot.
If he shoots that good, why did his team want him?
Well, the Cavaliers aren't a very good organization. They don't know. They're silly. Why would they let him walk? Because they got cocky. They get Donovan Mitchell. They think all of a sudden they're a good organization. You get cocky. He had a hand injury, and he said, "Hey, let me go. Why don't you let me go if I don't mean anything to you?" They fell for his tricks because
Right.
Riley was circling, dude. And you know what they did? They basically just traded Dwayne Dedman for Kevin Love. Boom.
Oh, see,
Upgrade.
Okay, so you trying to make,
dude?
Just trying to make last week's decisions.
Nope.
Boss
Oh,
moves.
they were boss moves. You
No,
know what it is, dude?
no.
This
You know
is-
what?
Riley's playing chess. That's
Let
what
me
he's
tell you
doing.
what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Go ahead.
Right? You go
Mhm.
to Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
And your whole purpose of going to Chick-fil-A is to get some chicken tenders. Love the chicken tenders with some fries. You know what? I'm gonna get 2 orders. I'm gonna get 8. I'm feeling hungry, right? With the fries, the lemonade, delicious.
Mhm.
You got in the drive-through, the long drive-through. You put your order, and they say, hey, we don't have any chicken tenders. Would you like a chicken sandwich?
How did this come back
And-
to you
and
not
I'm
getting
saying,
the order
wait,
you wanted? at
And so you
Chick-fil-A?
go, well, all right.
No,
Damn,
that's not it. That's not how I
That's-
feel at
That is
all.
what happened.
In fact, it's the
They didn't
opposite.
start. They did not start this whole process saying if
No.
we end up with Kevin Love, we're awesome.
Oh no, dude! That was the plan the whole time. Let me tell you.
Really?
And the other thing is, it's not like that at all. It's kind of like, oh, we're. It's like if you go to McDonald's
Oh,
and they're like, oh,
Amber Alert.
the
Got red hair. Yeah.
it's kind of like if you go to McDonald's and they're like, hey, ice cream machine's broken, and you're like, all right, and then you come around to the window like, just kidding.
Ah,
That's what it's like.
No, it's not. No, it's
That's
not.
what
like
it's
that
like.
better.
No, it's
I
not.
like that
We got a
It's like
surprise Sunday.
you went in for ice cream and you came out with a slushie.
No, dude, we got no.
Dude, come on.
Jay Vic, can you play the montage of Kevin Love shooting the threes yesterday?
Come on.
Oh, was it good?
You
Look at
are
it. Look at it, Leroy. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss.
Look at all those
dude.
banners in the background.
Look
huh?
at that. He got. You know what you love about Kevin Love? Gets right to work. You know. Gets,
really. Well, he ain't played basketball all year, so maybe he should loosen up a little bit.
I like it. Just he gets right to it. Gets to the nitty gritty.
Is this the guy? Is this one of the guys in the league that has never really did anything wrong, but we complain anyway?
Yeah. The only thing that I would say that he's ever had is injuries.
Right.
That's
Like
about it.
he stuck it out with his team,
Stuck it out.
so
with,
that's a Tobin plus,
yeah.
right? Like even when LeBron left, now they did pay him handsomely, but he
Played
still
him,
could have
paid
left.
him,
He
paid him
still could have
handsome.
left.
He made.
Still could have left.
He didn't make a full stink. He like thought about making a stink a couple times, but never did. All the way.
He didn't go full Tobin.
Yeah. he just
Mini stink.
he just kind of went through a little kerfuffle every now and then because I'll stick it out till, and then you know what? I love it. I love it's a perfect fit next to Bam. Bam was apparently telling Spo like he's already telling Spo with like how's it gonna work together. It's you don't now Caleb Martin can go to the bench. Perfect. Like he's gonna now be that energizer off the bench, so it makes you deeper. It's a great fit next to Bam because he can shoot. And also he
that's
can
all if
rebound.
he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, that's true. But his
Right.
injury this year was a hand injury, so that's like that. I don't usually you feel pretty good about coming
All
back
right.
from those.
I got you.
You know, it's all coming together, dude. This was the plan all along. All right, they call it. Listen, Leroy, Pat Riley's the buyout baron. Okay, he's king of the buyout. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, dude.
I don't
Or
think I've ever heard that.
or king of settling for what's available.
No, that's not true.
Okay, I got you.
He knows he's got it coming all the way, dude. This is coming together.
I hear you.
Yeah.
No quibbling in public, all right? You guys,
Oh, I
we
know,
have
it's
to
not tough.
respect the
I wish
journalists.
you guys would stop the quibbling. Johnny Cueto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Old savvy vet, bringing him into the rotation.
he's a little thick too.
Hey man,
Come
I'm
on,
just saying, look,
Leroy.
body shamer. You
I'm
know
not a
that?
body
You're a
shamer.
body shamer, dude.
I'm
You're a
fat as,
body- dude,
I'm
you-
fat as hell
That
too.
doesn't matter. That doesn't takes one to know one. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You're body shaming.
Don't run, Quato.
That man.
Just
is,
tell him don't run. Just do you.
he's gonna go out there. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna eat up some innings. That's what he's gonna do.
I remember later on in my career, I used to try to go on the field with that energy, and then I would just say, "Who the hell am I kidding?" And walk out there. Come on.
Dr. Toboggan, buy one get one Baron. Pat Riley.
Yep.
Listen, he knows he's BOGO. He's going out there.
But again,
Two intangibles for the
Again,
price of one.
here, let me tell you this. If your items are selling like hotcakes, you don't need to do BOGO.
Listen, you gotta adjust when
Adjust.
You gotta adjust.
That
when it
you
comes
know
to
the
it.
another name for adjust is
Hmm?
settle.
No,
for what's
that's not
available.
true. No.
It is.
It's not. It's not settling.
Marcos.
Why do you put it like that?
Marcos. When the trade deadline was going on,
Yeah.
you know all the names. Old show party was thrown out there.
Oh.
Oh, dude. Oh, Kevin Durant. Oh,
I didn't think we were getting
right,
Kevin Durant.
right,
No.
right.
I think he just
Yeah,
said he
well,
wanted
yeah.
Kevin.
He had worked out a deal.
This
You
is
know, it included Dumb Kyle Lowry, his boy.
when I said
right?
when I said Kevin, this is the Kevin I was referring to.
That's the
Like,
one
I
he
don't
was
know-
talking
yeah.
about.
What are you talking about? We're on a first name basis. Me and K Love.
You are the worst. Oh my
Me
god.
and K Love.
So look, I think it's a good move
Of course.
with what was available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but at the same time, I think the most important thing that needs to happen in this final stretch is to get Vic back
Yep.
and to see what
And see what Lowry gives you.
not
really.
Lowry, Yurt, Big Yurt.
Oh yeah. Big year.
You see what I'm
for
saying?
Sure.
I think that's the most important thing. I think if Lowry doesn't, come back and and contributes, you have guys who can make up that. But everybody can't be hurt. So you can't have Vic and Lowry out.
No.
Okay. You can have of the three, you can have Tyler, Vic, or Kyle, or maybe and even Namdi.
Namdi, yeah. Well,
But between those guys, if you have 3 or 4 of those guys, you should be okay because they all kind of do some of the same things. But you can't have, like, the last couple of games we had 1.
I know. It was bad.
Right. So that's the problem.
You're playing these games with Orlando Robinson, all
Right.
respect, two-way guy, Jamar. What?
Wait,
All
you
respect.
just wait.
I didn't say no disrespect. I said all respect.
Marcos, this dude just got on me for talking about every baseball player that went by. And then he just hit up Orlando Robinson like, wow.
He said all
right?
respect, though. He said all respect.
All respect.
All respect.
Like,
That's all it
so
takes.
if I would have just followed my Cueto comment with all respect,
Oh,
it would have
all
been fine.
Very
All
disrespectful.
respect,
That man's been in the league forever.
I
Come
know,
on.
that's why I got number love. Listen, you do this when I talk about UD.
Yeah, that's right.
There is no person that appreciates a guy that plays a long time at a professional
It
sport.
doesn't feel like that though when you say the things you say.
Who?
Because you're always making the old jokes, and I don't.
Yes,
I don't like it.
That's a compliment in sports.
Is it?
When you play it long enough to where you can be called the old guy, that
There's
means
the
you've been
legend right
around
there,
for a
Tommy
day.
Hutton.
Tommy
T.
Hutton.
We're still quibbling, Tommy.
Still quibbling.
We're still quibbling, Tommy. Oh man, he's getting set. Look, what's he got? He looks like he's ready to go play 9 after this.
I know. He ain't even look.
He's got that whole thing going on.
Yeah.
All right, Marcos. I don't know what's going on over there with the press conference, so we'll break again. We're out here live at Marlins spring training in
Beautiful.
Jupiter.
Thank you
Beautiful
for this
day.
weather.
Woo!
It is beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky.
Tremendous. It really
It
is.
is tremendous.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text the show at 305-567-056. You're getting on the chat at YouTube or Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Back with more after this. here with you on 560 WQAM.
In a cocktail bar.
Yeah, you just nailed it, dude.
I know. What are you talking about? Come on, this is back in what, the 80s? Oh man.
Yeah, I
80s
heard this on
music
the
was
way
great.
in.
Because you know what? 80s music, there was no 9 different categories. It was just music. So if you listen to Casey Kasem's top 40, you had to listen to maybe a little bit of metal in there, maybe a little bit of R&B, maybe a little bit of rock. You listen to everything. So you got to come to all these songs. So yeah.
Oh man, what a nice breeze today, dude.
It's
That's
I'm
pretty
telling you what,
fantastic.
we've been out here 3 or 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
and we've never had a cloud.
Every
time
really
we've
nice.
come out here, we've never had a cloud.
It's really
Now,
nice.
I will say this. That guy in the back was talking to us.
Hmm?
He's really close to the snacks.
Yeah. You're gonna make some friends.
I don't know, but dude is over there eating a yogurt. They way too healthy for me. I need to see.
You're doing the wrong
some-
scouting, Leroy. You're scouting the wrong
Yeah,
things.
where's the? We know that these baseball players like
So-
candy and snacks.
Right.
Where are
Oh,
they?
so I'm guessing that Big Bice, that's what I'm gonna call it.
Big Bice.
Big Bice is rehabbing because
That's why he's
he
out.
first did some
Long toss.
long toss, and now he's not quite on a mound, right? So
That's
yeah.
it's a mound. It's like that's their bullpen over there. They got like
Oh, okay.
they got like a quad bullpen. Like
Yeah,
4
but the
straight-
bullpen doesn't. Is he throwing that way or he's throwing this way?
he's throwing that way.
Okay, so it comes down. So it's like a big one
They
mound.
they videotape everybody. They got the whole thing going on there. We were
Right.
out here yesterday, man. It was funny because it was like we were watching PFP's pitcher fielding plays. That was fun. What? That's what they call it. That's baseball lingo, dude.
Dude.
PFPs.
Oh.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
they
Google
call
this.
it, dude.
Nah, I'm gonna Google this.
Hey,
I swear to God, that's what they call
Hey.
it, dude.
Baseball
Hey.
people.
dude,
That's a-
Marcos,
CFP.
Tommy already told us.
Yeah.
Quibble on.
Pitchers
Quibble on,
fielding
dude.
practice, huh?
I'm telling you right now.
Dude, everybody knows about a PFP.
No, we don't. What we
I
know is
swear everybody
who's
knows
on ground.
about.
Can I just say,
What?
Like, there's a whole bunch of people playing baseball and a whole lot of guys walking around.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Some guys are probably getting snacks. I think with the way
Snacks.
I think there's like I think
Look,
there's a wave of workouts for pitchers.
That's a fun go. Oh, that's Jeff. Go now.
Yes, it is. There's not
Yeah.
back
Fun
in
go.
uniform. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's JP the legend. What's
Hey,
up, Juan?
yes. What's happening?
JP's JP like, oh man, remember when JP would practice the bunting like all over the
Hey.
place?
He need to like most guys I tell they need to go from them 34s to 36s.
Mm-hmm.
He need to go to them 30s. he they don't do that no more. Baseball players don't wear the baggy pants.
No,
JP kicking the baggy pants.
JP used to wear
Even the coaches.
JP used to wear the high socks.
Yeah, even coaches are snugging it up.
Yeah, JP used to wear the high socks, and then he wore the helmet under. He wore the hat under the helmet.
Is JP
I did
Juan
that.
Pierre?
I did that.
What's that?
That's Juan Pierre.
Juan Pierre, dude.
Wow.
I did that. I wore the hat. I didn't want, you know why? It felt real uncomfortable putting somebody else's sweaty helmet on,
That's fair. It's gross.
right? So you just get used to it. Now, when you could probably get in the big leagues, you have your own batting helmet.
Yeah.
And now they have, the fancy ones with the,
Yeah, that guards the whole
I call
face.
it the
That-
John Carlos Stanton.
Dude, yeah, that was
Right?
crazy. I remember when Jon Carlos Stanton first came back, it wasn't even like a flap. He had like a G like wire thing.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
that was blocking him.
Mm-hmm.
He had that going on. So
It's amazing.
But,
This is what I'm trying to.
When I watch-
This is what's amazing to me.
Hmm?
I bet you, for spring ball, there's 200 baseball people out here.
there's a lot of baseball. I don't even know
Yes.
how to keep track of it all.
Can't keep track of it.
Kim Ang is coming over to our booth
Yes.
right now. Hey
Hi.
Kim, how are you? We'll get that headset on you. And Marlins general manager Kim Ang. Steph's gonna get you set up over here. We'll get you all situated and talk to the Marlins GM here. There we go. Kim, how are you? It's
He's got to turn on.
turn on his mic, Steph. All right,
Yes.
we'll get Kim all situated. Thank you for doing this, Kim. We really appreciate it.
We do.
And coming
we
on out.
appreciate it.
We good, Steph? All righty.
Okay, guys,
There
how
you
are
go.
you?
Boom.
Good.
Sounds fantastic. It's cranked up though. It's a little super loud.
It's a little loud.
loud on the volume there. I know we could be obnoxiously
But I
loud.
like your
Kim.
voices, but
Thank you. Thanks for doing this. We really appreciate it.
I
Thanks
do.
for having
I
us
have to
out
do
here
the
today.
same thing every time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people can't hear in this business.
I've gotten deaf at a very young age. It's very concerning, Kim. We were just wondering, how many people do you have out here at the start of spring training? Like being like number of players here just right at the start of Jupiter that you have to keep track of.
well, we've had a minor league camp going on for a bit now, and so we're probably in the 50 to 60 player range there. And then in our major league camp, with this being the first full day, we're 65 plus additional.
That's way more players than football. No, it is. And like you can only have 85 guys at one time, period. But I'm looking at coaches and staff and stuff. There's got to be 200 people out here for baseball. I'm taken aback by this. Like there's so many different things going on out here and how it's all coordinated. Is that all coordinated by either you or you have a staff that does that, or how much of a role does the manager play in all this stuff going on?
So you generally have maybe 2-3 people helping to put together spring training on the big league side.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the manager will overlook and approve at the end of the day. But it is a lot of bodies to move around between the players and the staff.
Right.
Is there a different level of buzz today? Like first full squad workout, you guys, made a bunch of moves. You're changing a bunch of pieces this year. Like to get its first kind of look today. Like how much excitement did you wake up with this morning?
I wake up with excitement every day. No, but there's no doubt that this is, in general, this is a special time of year. You can smell the freshness and newness and really the excitement from the players and the staff.
Which was the move, I guess, planning this out. You guys go and get a batting champion in Luis Arias. You get Gene Segura to come on over here. What was the thought process in making those two moves to kind of switch things up? Both really, really good players and add in a consistent presence to your lineup.
Sure, I think fairly well documented. Talked about the idea that we needed a couple of bats in our lineup, and those pursuits were difficult. They were hard. They were lengthy for sure. But in the end, we were able to secure both of those guys. Gene Segura, obviously he's had a very nice career. Most recently with the Phillies, definitely a thorn in our side. Participated in the World Series last year, so he was a great add for us. And then, what can you say about Luis Arias? I mean, this kid's 25 years old. He's already a batting champ. The American League last year. His first 4 years in the big leagues, and 3 of them he's hit over 300.
Right.
And the 4th one was not too shabby at 290. Right. So, real excitement about him. If you both those guys, great personalities. Arias has just got a smile on his face every single day, and just looks like the game is fun to him every minute that he's playing it.
Does it seem like baseball is kind of getting back to contact and not home runs? It's so to me, it's so frustrating to, you don't even watch for a game to play. You just want to see who hits a home run. And it seems like now you're getting so tired of the strikeouts and the misses that teams are starting to kind of recalibrate and go back to, hey, we need some guys that can put the bat on the ball.
I think recalibrate's a really good word, and I do see some teams going back to it. I would say for us, maybe it seemed like we got away from it, but I think it was always in mind, and you're kind of hostage to the market as well, in terms of who's available. But I will say, and the 2 guys that we added, the 2 bats that we added, very good contact hitters, don't strike out a whole lot. Arias got a great eye for the zone, great plate discipline, and that was one of the biggest reasons that, we definitely had our eye on him.
How is the feel around the organization this year, Kim? Like you had Don Mattingly here for so long. Everybody loves Don, but Skip.
Everybody loves Don.
Everybody loves Don. It's one of the things you just got to say when you bring up Don Mattingly. But we got a chance to talk to Skip Schumacher last week, and it's got to feel, I don't know, just a younger guy. He's got a new energy. How does that? Can you feel all that around the organization this season?
I can feel that energy when I text Skip at 8:30 in the morning. East Coast time, he's on the West Coast, and he answers me right away. And I just do it to get it off of my plate and onto his, but he answers right away. No, look, I think, and I just talked about his interview process, and I got to talk to a lot of different candidates throughout the process, but Skip really jumps out at you. When you get him for 3+ hours, and he kind of grabbed me within 5 minutes of the interview because he talked about winning. He talked
Right.
about winning in the first 5 minutes of the interview, throughout the interview, in the last 5 minutes of the interview. And I think, for a team that's in our situation where you have good talent on the club, you definitely see a bright future for us. You just want, you want to put the club in the care of someone who you feel is really going to propel them with his own energy, with his attention to detail, with his attention to the small things that stack value and ultimately lead to wins. So, for our club last year, we were 24-40 in 1-run games. And if you can just flip some of those, right? Just flip some of them. And then hopefully with, some of the work that we did this off season, hopefully it'll add up.
There's definitely an energy.
Yeah,
There's definitely with the with the skipper and with just the new talent. I can't wait because this has a different energy than it normally has for the start of a normal season.
As far as one of the stars that you got, Sandy Alcantara, that season last year was incredible. How do you go about a guy who's like a unicorn like him, like just doesn't want to come out of the game? Are you hoping that like everybody takes that mentality of wanting to go that deep, or do you realize that this guy is kind of one of one? Nobody can be Sandy, because one of the things that we always see is like guys, if they got to 5 innings, you were like happy with them, but he is always wanted to go to 9 innings, and it's so special to see him.
I listen. I think I'm going to go back to Skip. Skip says I want them all to go 9 innings, right? And I do that with a little
Right.
with a little twinge of we're going to be careful about it. And of course, Skip will be, but I agree with them. You want them all to go 9 innings, and I do think that while Sandy may be a bit of a unicorn, I do think that type of attitude and that type of mentality can be contagious, right? And the same with, you bring in a guy like Arise, with the plate discipline, that too can be contagious. And that's what you hope, those guys and solidifying those guys on the team and pillars of the team, that others will look to them and really try and take on that type of demeanor and attitude and mindset.
Well, they were talking about like recalibration. Do you think that young players will see that and think that they want to, I guess the mentality of going deeper? Like, do you think that he can almost be like a role model to go back to like the old school of going and not need so many arms to get through a game?
Absolutely. And you see it, Yuri Perez is by his side quite a bit. Right. And, Edward Cabrera is there. And, and you bring in a guy like Johnny Cueto. I think he averaged over 7 innings per start.
Right.
Right. So I mean, that in and of itself is exciting, right? You had another arm like that.
You see excellence, and you see the young guys coming up, and they say, hey, you want to be like that guy?
Yep.
And they start doing what he does, and they realize this guy's putting in work to pitch 9 innings, not get us through 7.
Right.
So what are you going to do to be on that level? And it kind of works its way through what everybody does. So like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how the hitters, perform, how the change comes about, because we're going to stop looking for the long ball and start looking for guys who just are hard out, because the ball's going to fall somewhere eventually.
Guy that made a move or told you that he wanted to make a move, Jazz Chisholm, going to center field. Your reaction to that one of your stars wanted to do something, I guess, for the betterment of the club, and how is he taken to it?
Yeah, no, love the attitude, doing anything for the club. That is what you want all of your players to do and think the way they think. How do I feel about it? I feel great about it. I think Jazz is just such a dynamic, unique athlete. That I think he's taken this thing by the horns and is the thing you love about Jazz is the confidence. I mean, that's one word for it. But the attitude with which he does it, and he has told the entire world that he's going to be really good, if not great at it. And you're just happy to be along for the ride and watch that process take hold. So, in my mind, from my chair, when you look forward at years of free agents or players that are available by trade, center field is a really hard spot to fill. It's a premium position. Only certain guys can really play it well, and we think Jazz is one of those guys.
Have you ever had a situation on any other club, or maybe even this one, where you've had to go to somebody and ask them that you'll be best fit for the team and the club if you play this position instead of the one you normally play?
No, not like this.
Really?
Not where it's a very highly visible, high profile guy going to a very different position.
The last,
I mean, you'll see guys move around the infield. Right?
okay, so that's what I was
Right.
thinking of. A-Rod and Jeter, because they were both shortstops, and A-Rod
Right.
moves to third base.
Right. I wasn't there during those days.
Okay.
But I think this move is so drastic.
Right.
It's just very, very different. And Jazz is high profile, one of our better players.
Kim, before we get you out of here, I want to ask you with a guy like Shohei Ohtani. I know I don't want to get you in trouble with players, but I want to ask, do you think that more people are going to try and do that? Of like 15, 16-year-olds are going to say, like, I don't want to stop pitching and hitting. Like, is that going to be a new trend of people trying to do both? Because you guys have the DH now. It's not like the pitcher will typically hit anymore. Like when you are looking at young guys, your young scouts, do you think that there are going to be players that are going to try to emulate that of being a star at two things?
I think it's definitely opened eyes. Do I think it's going to be a trend? I don't know, because it's just so hard to do.
Yeah.
Right. And to be able to do two things well like that, I mean, two huge things well, it's just so hard in our game that I'm not sure that we'll see it happen a lot, but he's definitely opened eyes.
We appreciate you spending some time with us, Kim. A lot of moves. It seems like everybody's got a new buzz. It's exciting. We're excited to be out here, and thank you so much for spending some time with us.
All right, thank you guys.
We appreciate it. Kim
All right.
joined us here. We'll be back with more after this.
Thank you to all of the business owners
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy, we are live from Jupiter. We
where
are at Marlins spring training, first day of first full squad workout.
I have just been informed
There will be snacks.
there will be snacks. I am happy.
Mhm.
I'm excited. And that was a pleasant conversation.
Yes.
The energy is awesome. I cannot believe. Think about this, folks. So, first day of spring ball, there's twice as many players on this field than there are for the first day of football camp.
That's pretty crazy.
Twice as many.
Yep.
And when we just saw all these guys, there's still guys coming in. There's guys, it's like waves.
And then they enjoy Jupiter, and then you get to go play for the Jacksonville Shrimp. No, the Jumbo Shrimp.
The jumbo shrimp, not just regular
Just
shrimp,
Jumbo.
not those regular little.
It's got to be nice if you actually get to stay in Jupiter and play for the Hammerheads. You know, if you're young, you're like, oh, good. I don't
So
have to
wait,
move.
so the Hammerheads are AAA.
There's two teams that play here. They're single A.
Single A.
The Hammerheads play here, and then the Palm Beach Cardinals play here. So they both have a single A team that plays here.
Okay.
But yeah, it's but you know, I think Jacksonville's one. And I don't know what the other one is. It used to be New Orleans. They used to have the Baby
New
Cakes,
Orleans
but it's
had
not-
the Zephyrs,
They were the Zephyrs, and then the Baby Cakes.
Baby Cakes.
They changed the name.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the new AAA is.
I had a Baby Cakes hat and I had a Zephyrs hat, but it was weird because New Orleans never had a baseball team.
I know it is weird.
Never. And so we used to, when I was growing up,
Mhm.
like one weekend every year, they would have like 4 teams play the whole weekend in the Superdome. So that was the only live baseball I got to see, except for the Zephyrs, or we would go to UNO games
Mm.
and watch them play. But other than that,
Let's get to our headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
we know trucks.
Yeah, first day of full squad workouts. We're seeing the pitchers. They're walking off right now. I see the Sandman himself.
Yeah.
Mr. Cy Young over there.
Did you get an autograph from him yesterday?
I did actually. It
Saw
was
that.
funny.
Really?
My daughter did. My daughter did.
Are you?
I was first. I
no.
came as a fan. I didn't come as media. All right. I came here as a fan.
Yeah.
But he's gonna see you today.
I didn't know that. Well, he didn't. I didn't go up to him. My daughter did.
No,
My
it
da-
seems
was-
like
here's
you
the thing.
pressured her,
So,
though.
dude, I
Oh,
did
my
not
goodness.
pressure
You
her.
are-
That's bull crap. That's
Yeah.
bull
Don't
crap.
be that guy.
My daughter-
Don't be
Snatched
that
the hat
guy.
out of her
daughter-
hand.
Listen to me. My daughter loves autographs.
Yeah.
She likes to know who the stars are. And so we were over at that field right over there, the one that's past the one we're next to, and they were coming off the field, and she goes, "Oh," and she goes, "Give me a pen. I want to get an autograph." And the first person who walks off the field, as you see, just like that, he's like the leader. He like walks off with all the pitchers, was Sandy. And I
Right.
was like, I said, "Oh, that's Sandy. He's the best player on the team." She goes, "Ooh, I want to get his autograph." And so he did a couple, but then he's like, "I got to go to my next drill." And so that's where he went to go do PFPs. And so right as he walked off PFPs,
Oh my god.
no, PFPs is the thing, dude. And as soon as he walked PFPs, he stayed for everybody and did it. It was really cool of him. And so she signed his pink Marlins hat. So that was pretty cool. What?
What a good guy.
What's wrong with that? My daughter can't get an autograph?
No,
She's 10.
she can. But okay. Show of hands.
Yeah.
How many people believe that Tobin had something to do with sending his daughter over there?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I
No,
didn't.
dude.
I'm telling you,
I swear to God, I didn't even.
wait,
I
we're familiar with your work.
I was like, Tommy, I told Tommy, I was like, "You want to go?" He goes, "I don't care. I'm catching Pokemon." He took my phone and was doing Pokemon Go all over the place. He's like Sandman trying to get a sand slash. That's what he was trying to catch.
But it's
I know that doesn't do great justice to fan with good access.
Here's what I would
But
say.
technically, I was
right.
just a fan yesterday.
Here's what I would say about being out here. Like, I'm a baseball. I like watching baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like watching baseball drills.
Why not?
It's not.
You don't.
For the same reason why I hated practicing football.
Little
I wanna play
grounders,
the
some
game.
fly balls.
No.
What's wrong with that?
I don't want to see how the cookies are made. I just want the cookie.
What?
Right. I don't want to see how they practice to get that good. I just want to see them perform at an elite level.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Fields.
That's okay.
Did you guys see Fangs get introduced yesterday?
I did.
Oh, Fangs.
Whoa. What is he? This guy.
Oh.
He's
I don't know everybody.
No, I know, but I'm just saying
He's got
like
the polo with the
kick
with oh. I
Yeah.
don't think I think that's like athletic look now, dude.
Oh, really?
I think that's the look.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because they're stretchy material.
I don't know.
So this is gonna be an exciting day for me.
Because you're gonna go to the PGA.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Did you get the Goosies watching Tiger this weekend?
Or
Or half Goosies because he was kind of good. And
Saturday was special, but you can kind of see where this is going. Like, he's only going to give you 2 decent rounds, maybe 1 exceptional round. But I think as time goes on, he will figure out what he needs to do with his body to maybe put 2 or 3 days together. But the thing that I was impressed with is that his bad day wasn't horrible.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Fine.
It was fine. So his bad day was the middle of the pack, but he was above average 1 day, average 2 days, and maybe just slightly above average on day 1. We shot 70. So I mean, yeah, that's a good sign. He said he was feeling good, but until you walk, man, you don't know how your body's going to react.
Do you think he'll ever have like enough health? Like his leg will heal?
No, because here's
just too bad, right?
Here's the problem with that. He could probably hit balls for 3 hours and stripe them all.
Yeah.
Right? And he could probably go to your golf course and use a golf cart and shoot 64. The problem is that walking these golf courses, walking up and down, doing all these various things on the golf course that have nothing to do with actually hitting a shot is what he struggles with and what he gets tired with and what he has problems with. Keep in mind, his back is also fused.
Yes, that's right.
So you're talking about, he has to swing a little bit different. And then if something gets bad and he has a couple of bad swings, it ends up being, a double.
Ooh, I like this. What is this thing that Juan Pierre's teaching him? He's teaching them the ways.
What?
He's like throwing a little ping pong ball and they got to catch it.
No, here. You know what it is? Is that Code 9 too?
Yeah, you got to teach the young kids,
Well, no, here's the problem.
Learn from the champs.
Here's what you learn.
Learn from the champs, dude.
If you can catch a wrench, you can catch a ball. So they're throwing that little bitty ball right there, and without a glove.
Patches O'Houlihan here.
Listen, Patches O'Houlihan. But Niner could be Patches O'Houlihan, right? Yeah. He kind of has that
some gruff look.
Look.
Speaking of gruff, let's hear from Fangs yesterday. All right?
Yeah.
This
hold on.
This is
are you back?
Oh, only Fangs is open for business, dude.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
The Fangs has got. He's won me. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he's all business. He's not here for the nonsense, and that's what Tobin loves. Tobin loves a guy who's all business.
Right.
And hearing him yesterday, hey, no promises made. You don't just get the for $4.5 million. You probably should give some promises, but he's not giving you any promises. He's going to go out there and he's going to see. You know what he did that you love? He goes, we got to see how the talent is, and I'll judge how I will use my defense.
Right.
He's not going to. He's got to fit a square peg into a round hole.
You don't know yet.
You
don't know yet. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You don't know what your talent is. You don't
know. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
This was my favorite part by far, was when our guy Perk asked him if this could be a Super Bowl defense, and this was his response.
Vic, how close is this defense to being Super Bowl caliber?
Oh, I don't know. Can we get one practice on the field?
Jesus Christ.
I love it.
He's such a
But
curmudgeon
that's
already.
but that's wait. As much as you want to like say he's a curmudgeon, how accurate is that?
That's exactly how.
You know what
It's
I'm
true.
saying?
It's true. It's true. Not like because everybody see. Here's the thing: the Dolphins have the great young, the talented young defenders. They have him. They think, boom, Wizard of Oz. You have a Super Bowl defense. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we've said that a lot. Ooh, they got chicken.
What are you talking about?
Jeez.
Yeah, chicken.
Oh, God.
He's like, here's the thing, Marcos. They put us right next to the kitchen,
Oh,
so he's just
no.
getting the waft. Like
Yeah.
he's.
Yeah.
What?
I love it though. You see the
Like,
balance. You see Tobin like, oh,
I'm-
Juan Pierre, and you see Leroy like, oh, chicken.
sausage.
sausage. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. There's a couple guys probably ought to be up in their salad intake.
Well, if as long as the MPH is still there for the fastball, dude, that's all they got to go on.
Yeah.
It's perfect for me. But, I love that from.
Oh, they don't
Fang.
even throw all the time.
Who?
Look, they just catching ground balls.
The catching ground balls. It's first day one, dude. You don't want to, get too
I mean,
crazy
they've
day
been-
one.
The minor leaguers have been here.
The minor leaguers have, and even some of the pros have been here. But still,
Yeah.
like I know that.
You know what? I think I would always go to camp early.
Hmm?
It's camp. It's baseball camp. Of all the camps, you know what I mean? Like football, you can't go start hitting early,
Mhm.
right? You wait till the last minute. If you had that meeting at 3:00,
Yep.
my plane arrived at 2, right? And I was there at 3. What are you doing?
The jug machine that's shooting the fly balls.
Oh, so now they
Yeah,
catching.
can you give us a weather update from the DeBesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com.
Woo!
Free consultations 24/7.
I don't know what my directions
them
are.
at 866-954-MORE. Just watch the baseball, dude.
No,
It's the same.
you can't watch
same
the
as the
baseball.
plane.
Wait,
Marcos.
I'm looking at the clouds,
It's
but
the
I don't know.
same.
I don't
Here.
think it works though.
It's
Okay,
the same, dude.
Here, moron.
What?
I can see which way the wind's blowing.
All right.
I said I don't know which way is east or west.
Uh,
See what I'm saying? No, you still don't know.
Roll
Oh my
finger
goodness!
Because the flag is
dude.
going that way, dude.
I know.
where's
Okay,
the
which
sun?
way is
Where's
that?
The sun?
Which way is that? Where's the
I
sun?
don't
Here we
know.
go. Here's the sun.
Yeah, do we have a compass?
No. So I'm guessing the wind is
I gotta know now.
the wind's out of the west.
All right, that's north.
Okay,
you do
so
have a
if
compass.
that's north,
Wow.
the wind's out of the west. I was right.
Yeah, the wind
Wind's
is
out of the west, at
but
about
it's
15 miles an hour. It's pretty stiff.
Mm.
Nearly a cloud in the sky.
which is only when we're arguing, Tommy.
so
Tommy,
so now Tommy does drive-by heckles.
I love it.
He does
I
like-
wish that's just me.
so
I wish like Tommy Hunt would just call us in and judge
Right.
the show now.
right. He just drive-by heckles.
Too much
So
quibbling.
no, it's out of the north, so it's out of the west
Mhm.
at about 15 plus miles an hour. Sunny, beautiful day. I mean, I was commenting earlier
Yeah.
that I see about 2 clouds,
Yep.
2 little baby clouds,
Well,
and this is the most clouds we've seen since we've come here over the years. So
we'll take a
Great
quick
day.
break. We expect some players to hop on by. The pitchers just got done with their workout. And hopefully we get some good stuff out here. We're live from Marlins Spring Training. We're streaming live on YouTube. You guys can watch all our interviews as well. Miami 560 WQAM, YouTube, and Twitch. And we are streaming live on the Odyssey app 560 WQAM. Marlins, they get going. Opening day is on March 30th against the New York Mets. And then the Twins roll into town. I have a Pablo Lopez revenge series. We'll see. That's going to go down. Him versus Arias.
I
See who got
remember
the
you.
who got the better
Pablo,
stri-
yeah.
Oh, I do love Pablo. We'll take a quick break. Back after this. Heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Your Miami Heat off until Friday when they take on the Milwaukee Bucks. It is the All-Star break right now. I believe they might get one practice in on Thursday before heading off to take on the Bucks. But did you watch any of the All-Star weekend, Leroy, with Bam? I think he scored 4 points. I saw the highlights on Twitter. I honestly didn't watch the game.
I watched a lot of it. Well, I watched Saturday more than I watched game.
Yeah, I watched. I was literally the last thing I watched from All-Star Weekend was Tyler Hero getting bounced in the first round.
Right.
Yikes.
Which par for the season, right, Marcos?
Yeah, I appreciate that though. Consistency,
Yeah,
That's
let's not if he would have come out and lit it up, it just wouldn't have felt right for the season.
Well, where the hell is this?
Who is this guy?
Exactly.
Who is this guy?
So
Where's
to be honest.
So he got bounced in the first round.
You
And
guys
then
need to answer for your
I do
crimes,
owe you
so.
$45. I do. I forgot my cash.
Ah.
I will. I do owe it. Dame Dollar did win, so I owe Leroy some Dame Dollars.
No, I'm gonna parlay that into group lunch.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
I will buy lunch
That
use my
cash
code.
this weekend.
That cash don't do nothing for me, but food.
I will get you. I will buy lunch this whatever the next. I guess you're gonna come in the studio tomorrow.
No,
Oh, you do Wednesday.
do
thing?
we have conversations?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. My bad. My bad. I totally forgot that. Well, you just tell me the next time you're in.
All
and
right.
then,
All right.
we will do that. But I totally forgot that we don't have that.
Are you guys going to answer for your crimes? You guys said the dunk contest would be garbage, and I thought it was fun.
It was saved by intangibles.
Yeah,
Let me
man,
tell
he
you.
did his thing, man.
Let me tell you, I knew something was up because Marcos, he tried one of those dunks live in a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
You know about this guy, Marcos McClung?
Yes.
You say he's like a TikTok
He's
guy?
a
He
YouTuber.
Yeah,
He's a
he was doing
YouTuber?
crazy dunks as a YouTuber. He was like on TikTok and like Vine when that was fun. But yeah, man, he's been dunking. Yeah, I know. He's been dunking like this since high school. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Which is crazy because he's only 6'2".
Yeah, for sure. Very
And
small.
usually, yeah.
No, it was
He is white Spud Webb.
I liked Shaq telling him, and you know the thing that was good about him? First attempt every time.
Yes,
First
that's
attempt.
That
see,
goes a long way.
Yep.
that's the thing that you have to realize is that his jumping ability
Mhm.
and his ability to dunk is so great that he probably had to not try as many difficult dunks so he could get them all in on the first try.
I was very nervous about that. That guy's a pro driver, right?
Because you know you can't be a new guy and be trying 7 dunks.
No, you can't. Well,
Right,
that's the
for
thing
sure.
that always sucks about it is that it always feels like it takes.
But then for the most part, didn't everybody make their first dunks?
I think so.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah,
for
no, there was-
Kenyon Martin Jr. or something like that. I don't know. He did this one thing. He brought out his dad and like a 3D printed ball. And I was like, I don't know what's going on here, dude.
People complain about the dunk contest, but honestly, I feel like over the last few years we've gotten some pretty fun moments out of it between DJJ and Aaron Gordon and the
Yeah.
controversy, and now this. Like, I get it. I want stars too. That'd be fun. I
Right.
think Zion said that he's probably going to do it next year. Should he be healthy?
I think the best one as far as competitive had to be Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine, right?
Yeah,
That by far.
them.
Because they were doing dunks that were so
Yeah, they're ridiculous. Under the butt, all that stuff. Yeah,
Right.
that stuff was ridiculous. But yeah, shout out to McClung getting it done. But the biggest news of the weekend, of course, Kevin Love signing with the Miami Heat.
What are you,
My guy, K-Love.
K-Love?
K-Love is in the building.
So let me ask
he
you.
gave me the goosies when he arrived. Did you see the video of him arriving? A
What?
row from the PJ, basketball in hand.
Really?
Okay. You know, he talks about
See,
it in his
dude,
practice.
you know
I
You know
don't
what?
know, dude.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this because you're my friend. You are a sucker for corny moments.
That's not true.
You are.
That's not true, dude. With the basketball in hand.
So what? When I went to Minnesota, I had cleats over my arm.
Did you?
Yeah, because I needed my cleats. You don't necessarily get
Well, if I was doing, radio in Minnesota at the time, I would have said Leroy Horde, give me the goosies.
no.
I would've.
Goosies.
And luckily I did because by the time my shoes came, it took a couple of weeks.
I don't feel
I
like
had
you
to
guys
wear
are-
orange shoes.
I don't understand. I don't feel like you guys are excited for Kevin Love. I don't why.
No, I'm not, it's not that we're not excited.
Nah, it
It's
doesn't
just
feel like
that
you're excited.
you ruined it.
How did I ruin it? Why did I ruin it? How did I ruin it? I don't understand. What did I do?
here's how you ruined it. Because you talk about people like a dog, and then they end up being on the team, and it has never failed. We have a team full of guys that you have trashed at one point before they were Heat players.
That's true.
And so when the guy finally gets here, you can't all of a sudden feel all warm and fuzzy about a guy that you were indifferent to less than a year ago.
Nah, see, I don't see it the same way, dude. I feel like
of course you don't see it because it's you.
That just makes me a good fan. Like I'm gonna be.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Like if I'm not gonna root for Kevin Love when he's on the Cavaliers. I don't like the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, I don't like him. And so he's
no. But back then, before he signed his contract, and there was talk about he could go somewhere else, right? No.
What
You
do you
ain't want nothing to do with it.
When was he going to go somewhere else? You mean when
Whiteside and
when he
that
re-upped for $150 million that you thought he was going to go elsewhere? He
All
wasn't going to the Heat.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Wait.
Did you think that he were in the Kevin Durant trade talks at some point?
Not the second one. Not
the first one. Did you think?
Yes.
Really? See, that's what I'm saying.
Well, what's wrong with that?
And then you said never wanted him.
I'm skeptical it's going to work out. Like all of a sudden,
How can it not work out with Kevin Durant?
Let's see if he holds up. Old brittle KD.
Listen, KD, I only need 60 games from you. I don't even need all 82.
We'll see.
All right,
we'll see that team. We'll see if that team holds up. It's KD and an old ass Chris Paul. I don't know. You got to get some real durable guys like Kevin Love. That's a durable. That's a durable dude right there.
Durable.
You see what he did?
He's OG 6'8"
in the gym immediately.
OG
in the gym, dude.
OG. Everybody is named after him.
That's not true.
Really?
It's not the Kevin Love award.
Who's first 4 to 6? No, he was 4 to 6.
Look at this. Oh, handsome too. Hey, Kevin Love, handsome Marcos, sneaky. He's got that thing going on.
I will agree. And then he gets that Miami swag. Him and Omer Yurtseven are just going to do a photo shoot.
Oh man,
it's going to be
amazing. You're not kidding.
I'll tell you what, though, you're not allowed to enjoy his full court passes, though.
Basketball and I mean, look. He's the innovator of that. New generation full court pass. That is the K Love.
Wow. He's taller than who?
You talking about Ellisberg?
Yeah.
He's not taller than Kevin Love.
No, I thought listen.
Ellisberg's tall though.
He's tall.
He's tall though. He's like
right.
6'5".
Right.
He's a big dude.
Big dude.
Dude, listen. Marcos,
yeah,
I can't wait for that first full court pass.
No, you're not allowed to. You better not even.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Not even
Marcos.
That's an art.
See what I'm saying?
Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that.
Is Kevin Love even on the Cavs? Yeah. Like, is he? Yeah. I don't feel like I ever see a Kevin Love highlight. He goes double-double every night. No, like, they're a very covered team. I never see Kevin Love. Here's the only thing I see from Kevin Love. That dumb full court pass. If I see one more time that stupid full court pass and nobody does that like Kevin Love. Yeah, I get it. Please don't show me the throwback video of Wes Unseld and then him doing the full court pass. I get it. He's good at that. But anything else, I don't see it. It's weird.
That's what you're gonna hook your horns into?
No, it's strange. Like, you would think you're Kevin Love, you had a max contract, and you're like, all right, great. Kyrie's out. It's K-Love time. Love, let's go. I never see him on SportsCenter. Is he on the Cavs? It's weird.
That's my guy right there, dude.
Okay.
Kevin Love is in the building, dude.
All right.
We almost have to take a break because you were so long with that Kevin Love comment.
Dude, it was, he dropped 40 that night. I think he hit 8 threes against the Heat.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's what you do. That's what you do. You're the reason why no team in Miami can be successful.
That's not true.
Because you trash the other team and then they end up having, then some guy comes out of nowhere, has a career. Hey, Middle Tennessee, don't lose.
Well, come on.
Some guy had 200 yards,
that's
that's all he had all year.
You're not allowed to blame Middle Tennessee on me. All right? You're not allowed to do that. That's not my fault.
I got you.
That's not my fault.
Hey, what does this mean? Look.
Experiencing, I don't know, dude. I told you not to lock into the.
No, it happens all the time.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Guys had a lot of laptops there, huh?
We do. We're actually running. We're doing stock market while we're here.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
the only stock I care about is sitting right over here.
And let's not forget, by the way, We got old Zeller coming into town
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Intangibles. Yeah, they signed him.
Yep.
And Preston the workout.
Cody?
Cody.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. The oldest looking 30-year-old you ever seen in your life.
Oh no, dude! I'm telling
You
you,
mean
I
Dwayne
don't know
Dedman?
what it is, but some guys, when they go bald, it adds 35 years to your
Well,
to your look.
he doesn't go shaved. You got to respect that. You know, he's holding on. He's like Hockman.
He's trying.
Oof.
I just said, Phil, I was gonna have that. Like, who's the dude from Snoopy that has that one hair?
Like he's look. What did you want? You wanted size. That's what they got. They got Cody Zeller. They got Kevin Love. You know what we call that? A power rotation, son.
No, but here's the deal.
Big Yurt's coming back. Maybe.
I love this
All
endorsement
right,
they gave him on the site.
I appreciate what they've done. What does Cody Zeller bring to the table?
Size, dude. Size.
No.
Hustle.
Tell me what.
Hustle.
Yeah.
So basically, you basically at saying it.
Intangibles. He is intangibles.
I want
I
want an intangible like we saw on Saturday.
No. See, like we needed some guy to do the little things. That's what
You
Cody
mean
Zeller's
you
gonna
need
bring.
a guy that has 6 files? Because
6
that's what
fouls.
this one has. Just go sit there, Cody. Go get me 3.
I need
Not 3 points.
Nah, just
3 fouls.
If you give me 6 and 8, 6 points, 8 rebounds, do what you got to do. That's what I need from Cody Zeller.
All right. I
You
got
know, that's what he's gonna bring to the table. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, dude.
Look at this. This is what I'm amazed at.
What's up?
A lot of standing around,
What's baseball, dude?
hanging out. Look, there's guys all over the place.
Well, I think his guys are doing batting practice. That's why.
Mm.
So they're just shagging. That's
Run
all they
some
got going on.
laps.
Yep.
Well, I got to tell you,
Hmm?
I'm watching these guys hit.
Hmm?
Leroy.
Ooh, that's a rocket.
Ooh.
Nope. Warning track power.
Dude, he hit it off the wall on the line.
Yeah.
You're such a jerk. I'm not
You
impressed.
said no. You go. That's all. That's
I
out
said
here.
that. I said that's a shot. He
shot.
He hit a
Warning
bullet
track.
off the wall.
Dude, it's like 280.
Oh, you are so disrespectful.
It's not a deep park.
Get out of here.
It's a practice field.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Sim Simma, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a
Everybody, Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. We're out of Jupiter, Marlins spring training, first full squad workout today. I want to let you guys know Jason Aldean is coming to the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm this October. If you guys want to go, you can enter at WQAM.com. You might be on your way to see this country music star. Those tickets courtesy of Live Nation. Check out livenation.com for more great shows. I might go to that one, Leroy. And then on a dirt road.
Is that Jason Aldean?
That's Jason Aldean. Way different than Luke Bryan.
I was going to say, sounds like you're Luke Bryan.
No, it's not Luke Bryan, dude. Luke Bryan. Drink a beer. It's way different.
Okay, and which one was that one?
That was Luke Bryan,
I
obviously.
don't think so, dude.
No, he was, dude. That was
almost
obviously Luke Bryan. Jason Aldean, it's like, that's what tequila does. And then
What about Creed?
Oh, wait, that's Pearl Jam. Oh, they're the same.
Okay.
Dude, by the way, I just ripped the top of my mouth.
Did
Why?
you? Like you burned it
The
with something
toast.
hot? Oh.
You all right?
Oh, no, I'm fighting through it.
Okay.
He's playing hurt. He's playing hurt. But he's okay. He's gonna be all right, everybody.
Way to tough through it, Leroy.
Yep, way to tough through it, dude. I appreciate it. We're streaming live on YouTube, by the way. You guys can check out the scenes here. We're under our tent. We've been watching some BP. You know, everybody's hanging outside the locker room.
Okay,
See
so you
Sixto
just
Sanchez.
only use abbreviations now.
What do you mean?
What was the other thing? PFP?
BP. You don't know batting
BP?
practice?
Nah, I don't know.
It's a pretty standard one, Marcos. I mean, that's
Nah,
not.
dude.
Oh, we got some power.
Oh.
Whoa. Someone
Dude,
press
What?
Leroy.
They ain't hitting the ball out the park.
Here we go,
And-
Leroy.
Wait,
Ah,
they
short.
ain't hitting the ball out the park. It's downwind.
What downwind? What are you, a sailor?
He does
Saying
know.
the wind,
He knows weather.
the wind's blowing out. They can't even reach
What,
the.
what are you? Are you actually going out there? Like you going for the there she blows,
Look at the wind.
dude?
Oh, it's blowing from right to left. So
So
the true home runs will be the right-handers.
so
'Cause it'll hook.
you won't accept a left-hand home run. You'll
No, I accept.
you will
look,
call that
At this point, I accept anything on the
Oh,
warning
okay.
track. We only see
Are you
one.
judging the entire lineup off of batting practice? This
really
one
feel
batting
like
practice
he is.
session.
It's the first
I mean,
day.
Listen, I'm used to being. Oh, there we go. Oh no,
I like
Look
the
at that.
shoes. That's kind of cool.
yeah. Look,
They look like glow.
Have you guys seen Jazz
that's
yet?
the only chance he's getting it over the.
What's
park.
that, dude?
Have you guys seen Jazz anywhere?
Yeah, we saw him. He
Yeah.
was doing some outfield practice before with Juan Pierre and Conine.
What color is his hair?
I
Yeah,
think
how
he
they have
was
it.
wearing a hat.
Oh,
He was
okay.
wearing a hat, but he
All
had
right. Saving it for the season. I get it. I like that.
You want him to go with purple? What do you want him to go with, Marcos?
There we
Yeah,
go.
I
Look.
like maybe some teal. You know?
No,
Libra's just judging everybody based on their batting
Yes.
practice.
Really,
That's
it's
all that's
unfortunate.
going on.
look,
That's
that-
all that's going on right
that's
now.
Little do
that's
they know.
yard. Look at that. This dude is hitting. I don't know what y'all talking about,
Dude, you're talking about downwind.
Yeah.
huh?
You're the one who started off with
Yeah.
downwind.
But guess what?
What?
Yeah.
Nobody else was hitting the warning track. So yeah,
Where's JJ Bleday? He needs to answer.
he's got traded.
He's on the Athletics.
All right. Well, get him over here. He needs to answer.
Well, the reason
Do you
why
want, what do you want him to answer for his crime?
Yeah,
reason-
yes.
reason why he's with that legs is probably single his hair.
Probably. They had to go in
Man,
another
remember when he
direction.
got drafted? Everybody was so excited.
Everybody was excited.
That
for
was
him,
like
that's true.
18 years ago.
But you know what? They got something for him.
What?
They got a reliever. Got to fix that bullpen, dude. Got it all coming together.
Now, my question is, and let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a situation like that, do you think you need to fix your relief pitching? Or if you get better starters that go further on, you don't need all that relief pitching?
I think you need both. I mean, certainly like
I mean, I'm tired of going to every game saying, I hope this guy can make it through 5.
no, I'm with you. I know that's
Right?
that's definitely a thing. Is that you
Yeah,
want to
like
see more guys
quality
go out there
start.
and you want them to be like you want them to be like, San Diego's like the whole game and things like that. But not everybody is. Damn, Edward Cabrera is big hoss. Edward Cabrera throws hard.
Even Leroy was impressed. He didn't judge him as he walked.
No,
by.
he didn't judge.
No,
He
no,
doesn't
no.
judge. The dude looks like a power forward.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What was his final?
So are they doing the rehab too? Or
I
if
don't know,
you have
dude.
your uniform on?
I don't know. Maybe it's second workout of the day. I'm not really sure.
Oh, that was the first
Wow.
one was warm up.
I guess.
I like those.
Dude, I don't have the schedule. Do I look like I have the baseball itinerary? I'm not sure how they do
I mean,
things.
you were there
I don't know.
yesterday.
I mean, you were there yesterday.
My son
What-
wimped
hold
out.
on.
My
Wait,
son,
who?
my son was like, he tapped out after like,
Lunch.
an hour. He's like,
'Cause-
all right, food time.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you find any of this exciting? He goes, I like when that guy hit that home run.
Oh,
was it.
nice.
That was it. But he was like, I'm telling no, mostly my daughter was excited about it. She had fun. My son was catching Pokemon.
Nice.
That's what he
Oh
was doing.
man, this guy can't hit the broadside of a ball.
Okay.
Here we go. There you go. You're doing it again.
Little did they
I'm-
know they were going to be roasted
Here.
all day by Leroy.
I would just like him to get one in the outfield.
Leroy's basically the guy from Major League. They're gonna blow
No,
it.
that- no,
They're gonna
that's
blow it.
Wild thing.
You sat here heckling everybody who's walked by, and you're heckling everybody's batting practice.
No, I'm not.
Day one.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
are. You absolutely are.
I was talking about. Wait,
You're
we
like,
had a
"God, God."
conversation. We had a conversation about how baseball bodies have changed.
You
Yep.
sat here and you're like, that guy, this isn't gonna hit the broadside of a barn.
I mean-
Warning track power. You shouted at somebody warning track power.
He did.
What's next? You're gonna say, get in the gym.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He even
Like-
heckled the toast. Toast ripped me
I mean,
apart.
It was a
It,
bit.
it ripped the inside of my mouth.
It got him, dude.
I didn't stop eating, and probably because I was chewing so feverishly.
You had
'cause
to
I
power
was-
through it.
Yeah, I had to power through it.
But you're going to eat after this. You're going with your boy Duffner.
Later,
That's cool.
later, yeah.
Can you ask
So,
him about Full Swing? I love that show.
I'll ask him.
You're addicted.
I mean, you
Yeah.
want? You know what I'm gonna do?
But I didn't watch yesterday. I was watching
I'm gonna text him, ask him to come over here. It's right down the street.
new season of Love Island is out. Marco.
No, so let me tell you what this jackass did.
Okay.
Right? So random text. Wait, because I think he knew, right?
I just want to get your text here because I don't want to be judged.
Hold on. So just randomly, I get this text.
Was this yesterday? I'm assuming this
No,
was
you
yesterday.
asked me. Give
No,
me
no,
the-
no.
This is not.
Ah!
fair.
Okay.
You
He's-
don't get to tell the story. You never get to tell the story ever. I'm just telling you, you don't get to tell the
That's
story.
not fair.
No,
That's not
it
fair,
is
dude.
what it is. You're not telling the story. Hold on. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin
You
Love
found
Island.
it.
Oh no, he took pictures of the Wi-Fi. Okay, here. So I said, "Hey, we were explaining the directions here because I remember how to get here.
Yep.
109. And I said, oh, PGA Nationals where Jason is playing this week, which is the same exit. Will it be on Full Swing? Like what?
I just wanted to know.
So question, the Netflix show. I don't know. Tough choice tonight. Do I watch Full Swing or New Love Island?
Yep.
And I replied, one word, idiot. So he responds, Love Island it is. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
There you go.
Right?
Is there anyone that like Tommy Fear or anything?
No,
Well,
no, not at all.
that's good enough. I don't know. I've never been a fan of it, but I'd rather watch that in a golf show. I don't know.
I mean, he's the one that got me into the golf show. I don't care about the golf
Yeah.
show.
Actually,
He texted me. I was minding my own business.
now he's addicted to Full Swing. I think last week it was like a
I love Full Swing.
New
I love
Orleans.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
This dude has some of the craziest taste for shows.
I don't. AJ Puck, by the way, is sitting down with us now. New Marlins pitcher. He was. We told you we shipped JJ Bleday off. This is what we got right here, dude.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
AJ, you a
we
fan
did
of-
wait like 5 years for him to just graze a ball.
We need some arms here, dude. All right, we need to share things up. Thanks for joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Let me ask you this: you a fan of Love Island? You ever you partake in the Love
Come on.
Island?
No,
You
no,
ever-
all right.
never get talked into
Thank
it?
you. Wait, he's a clown.
Dude, I like the British version though. That's my favorite because I just like the way they
No,
talk.
he just likes.
I do, man. I just like the way that they
No,
talk.
You have to understand. So we had the Struts. You heard of Struts?
No.
They're British band.
they're English band, and we had them. They had a big festival here, and we had them on, and so he tries to talk British with them, and they cursed on air. Like it was that. We don't talk like that. It was terrible.
I just like the way that they talk. I I just like how it goes, man. But anyway, welcome to Miami, dude. How is it being your first few days over here? You enjoying it down here?
Yeah, it's been great. Been a real easy transition. I knew a couple guys coming in, so it's been really easy. Been enjoying it and love the weather down there for sure.
Now, you when you came into town, you came up here first, or did you go get settled in down south and then come up here?
Yeah, no, straight here. Yeah, straight.
Oh,
to
so
Jupiter,
you haven't?
Yeah, I haven't been down to Miami yet. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah.
You got to, you're gonna experience a whole new world from Oakland, my friend. It's gonna be
for sure.
it's gonna open up some eyes. So I think you're gonna have that fun, man. But look, you're coming in here, and then they need to show up some things into the bullpen. I always wonder, like, how do you kill time during the game? What goes into that?
Just a lot of talking down the bullpen, just joking around, and then. But yeah, no, it's definitely long games for sure. But now we got the pitch clock, so speed it up, I guess.
Yeah, they're changing the rule. Do you like that, or were you a guy who like to take his time?
I mean, I guess we don't have a choice, but no, I mean, I've always liked to just take my time, breathe a little bit, but it is what it is, and just got to adapt. So
breathe. You've been pitching your whole life.
Yeah. No, I mean, just kind of like in between. Take your time, little reset, breath, then go.
Yeah.
But
no, my life has been on the shot clock, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So coming from the West Coast, things are so different in Oakland. So like just how they do baseball, and when you get here, what is the one thing that you would say is maybe a little bit different with how they do things here versus what they do, where you came from?
Yeah, it's kind of. Just introduced to the pitching coach here, and he's already like ran through my numbers and everything. Not that up in Oakland, I mean they do a great job with everything, and just down here we kind of just got right to work right away, and they let me settle in, and then they brought me aside and started going like what they see in my arsenal and everything. So it's been good. Did
you see it coming, like, or was it a complete shock this offseason when you got dealt?
Yeah, no, I didn't see it coming, especially just a couple of days before spring training. I was preparing to be an A, and then 3 days before spring started, I got traded. But I mean, happy to be here, and definitely been enjoying it.
How do you like? What goes into the preparation, man? Like as far as a reliever goes, like I know, like in spring training they'll weird it up a little bit, right? Like, does you have to face the major leaguers earlier in a game so you can actually face some guys you'll probably face during the season, as opposed to all the minor leaguers who were there by inning 7?
Yeah, no, we did my first live yesterday, and then I don't know how they do it here, but in Oakland, we'd come in like the 4th, 5th inning after the starters early on, and then once the big leaguers were playing more extended, then we'd go back towards like the 6th, 7th inning.
And get yourself all set with that. That's a pretty, like, when you guys are doing the live, like, do you guys you get after it with each other? Like, you're taking on your teammates at this point? Like, you still want to embarrass them? Like, you unload some Philly stuff, or you're just trying some stuff out? You're tinkering with some stuff? Yeah, definitely a lot more tinkering, just kind of stuff that we worked on in the off season, and just trying to bring it in to here and just work on because facing hitters for a long time in the off season, first time facing them here, you just don't really want to go in on your own guys, and just in case you hit them, kind of want to stay away from that. But yeah, definitely more tinkering.
Does that ever happen in practice? Does that ever straight ball somebody gets clipped?
Yeah, no, definitely it happens. It's kind of, I mean, it's part of the game. A hitter steps in the box, like they take that risk every time. But you definitely just try to shy away from going in hard on guys, and
I would just drop my bat and just stare at them.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're gonna be playing baseball for 6 months.
Yeah, no, it definitely happens, but yeah, just try to stay away.
What you do anything this off season, like out of the ordinary? Like, did you do anything different to work out, warm up, try any meditation, or anything that was off the wall? Just to, I don't know, dude. I'm just asking.
Meditation? I don't know.
I heard like
you asking me to do ayahuasca?
Hey, have you ever gone on a darkness retreat like Aaron Rodgers?
No, I haven't done any of that, but no, it's kind of like a normal off season for me. Just took a couple weeks off after season, then slowly got back in the gym, and then yeah, just working out daily, and just working on. Added some pitches this off season. So
what'd you add to the arsenal?
Yeah, so over in Oakland, they told me they're going to stretch me out in spring to get a chance to start again. So I kind of added a cutter, a splitter, and more of like a sweeping slider. And but over here I'll be in the pen, so I'll definitely just try and just pick and choose which ones I want to use, and definitely the split would be a big key for me for sure.
Did that mess with you at all? Because like imagine if you're trying to like stretch yourself out and get to a point where you're going to be throwing more innings. Did you like get back to? Is there a difference in like ramping yourself up to just going to get in a couple innings as opposed to it? Like, did your mindset have to change at all?
Yeah, I definitely got to switch that mindset back on. Just come in for an inning or two, and definitely more go time. And because I was kind of my throwing program, I was kind of just taking a little more time and not trying to like rev it up as fast. Just because I was just gonna think about just 150 innings instead of 70, So, well, yeah, no, it's an easy switch. I've been in the pen since I've been in the big league, so yeah, definitely be easy.
What's the walkout song for the bullpen? That's always that's always got you get to get the juices flowing, the goosies, man. Like what do you have amping through the speakers to get you going?
Well, up in Oakland, I was walking out to like local Oakland. I walked out like the Jacka, and then Mac Mall my first year, and then so I try to keep it like the Bay Area. So I definitely I'll figure something out for Miami.
Get ready for that booty music.
Got a little 2 Live Crew coming out.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah, I have to figure something. I don't know. I don't know too many Miami guys like newer, but know some older guys, but that's about it.
All right,
Try to figure it out.
Well, welcome to Miami, AJ Puck. We appreciate you spending some time with us, dude.
Yeah.
And best of luck this season. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We're live here from Jupiter, and we'll be back with more a couple hours on the show after this.
The result.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you at 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock. We're here at Marlins Spring Training.
What is Twitch doing?
What does it got going on?
Huh?
What do they got going on?
Oh gosh, they just don't.
Just
stop.
being silly.
Kevin Love and Love Island.
Yep. Oh man, Love Island now at 601 Biscayne Boulevard, dude.
Who's this guy?
We just introduced you. He's AJ Puck.
Who the puck is this guy?
Oh, hilarious.
Hilarious.
Well, he said he's gonna.
Dave South say he's gonna come out to Trick Daddy.
I like that.
Yeah.
That would be actually pretty fantastic.
RVA Richie, somebody needs to introduce homie to Astron.
I was looking at AJ Puck's old. I wish he still had the lettuce. I wish he still.
Oh no, dude.
I wish he had.
He
the
looks
beard.
like Cro-Magnon man. Not that one. He's too clean cut there.
Yeah, he's got the whole
But look, I don't know if it's an LA thing or a California thing because old boy from the Dodgers looks like that too.
Oh, Justin Turner.
No, the pitcher. The pitcher.
Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, a little bit. He's got like the shaggy thing going on.
Yeah.
Let's get to some cat talk here. Brought to you by our friends over at
Only
Celsius.
listen. There's only one guy who came prepared.
I actually
Right?
I drank mine before I got here, but I appreciate you doing that. Your product placement is on point, dude.
Yep.
Celsius hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a party playing. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers.
You think the Celsius could close up my mouth sores from that bread that just chewed up my mouth? Dude, it's brutal.
That's you gotta listen. You were hungry. You weren't even thinking about it. You were just going through.
No, I wasn't even thinking about it.
The Panthers won yesterday afternoon action against the Anaheim Ducks. The Panthers won 4-3
at home.
Yes.
Oh, they were home. Oh man.
Yeah, the Panthers got themselves a Winsky, and so they beat the Anaheim Ducks. Gordon Bombay, he's got to adjust, dude. I don't know what to tell you. The whole crew over there. Goldberg. I always get my Ducks.
When you said Goldberg, I got
Ducks fly together. Ducks fly together. They stink though. Oof.
Yeah. It was honestly, I worked the game yesterday, and
did you really?
Yeah, Anaheim scored 2 goals in the first period, and I knew that they were bad because Billy Lindsay and Doug Plakins were like, they still have time. This team sucks.
They weren't stressing it. They weren't worried.
No, they weren't at all. They're like, this team sucks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, they'll the Cats will be back, and they're right now currently 64 points. Leroy, they are in one of the wild card spots.
Oh, really?
Yes. They have officially moved in.
I got you.
Very, very exciting. We're going to talk to Trevor Rogers here in just a second. He's getting situated with his headset. You can throw him on whatever you want, Trevor. Just throw that boom. Boop. All right, Trevor, what's going on, man?
How we doing?
I see you, man. How's things?
Things are good. Got to be back in camp and get going again.
What did you do today?
I got here early, a little too early for my young blood, but got here early and did a little throwing, a little PFP.
Yeah. They were making fun of me so hard.
No, because
I didn't know about a little PFP. And he was like, you don't know what that is. I was like, yeah, the pitch and fielding. Everybody knows a little PFP.
Little PFP.
I think people will really be taken aback about how baseball is broken down to like every little detail, and you work on each detail so that when you watch a game, it just happens. But there's a lot of work that goes into this because I'm looking at these guys just play catch, catching little ball, and it's like I'm surprised anybody can't do it.
Right.
Like you put so much work into it that it really is crazy when I see somebody. Now that I've been out here a bunch of times, it really is like even more frustrating when I see somebody like we were here 2 years ago, and Curtis Granderson was catching the fly ball, and he says,
Trevor, he's out here. He's heckling Curtis Granderson for having an error.
He stepped on his glove and fell on his face. So I'm like, wow.
You have spent this entire time heckling people practicing.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. And as a former professional athlete, it's very unbecoming.
No, I have not. I did not heckle.
You don't stop talking trash.
No, that's different.
No, it's not.
Talking trash is different than heckling.
What is the worst? Like, is there a heckler that will really like? Has a heckler ever really gotten to you, Trevor Rogers? Has that ever happened where like somebody is saying something in the crowd, and you're like, damn, that guy really got me with that one?
Not really. It's more of like when we're out here, or I was getting ready for a start, and so it was one of our own fans. They were just yelling my name constantly.
Oh my
I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get ready for a start. Just zip your lips for like 10 minutes.
Can I get warmed
Yeah,
up?
I'm like, it was like I was 20 feet away.
This was here?
It was down in Miami.
Oh, okay.
It was like they wanted me to sign something. I'm like, you just have no court awareness whatsoever.
They don't like.
No.
No,
I did see a little bit of that yesterday because I saw some guys like walking to batting practice. Kids, people like kids were like sticking the cards through the thing. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they will sign for you.
Yeah,
You just gotta wait.
Yeah, just have a little bit of patience. We'll get to you.
What was the big thing that you wanted after last season? What did you want to get into this off season to straighten up, work out going into this year?
Yeah, I think it was more of just I wanted to get away from the game for a little bit. I had a really tough year last year, a lot of growing pains. So at first, I really just wanted to get away from the game, kind of decompress a little bit.
Yeah.
And about a month and a half into it, kind of looked at some film, broke that down, and it's just funny how the game works. I was kind of just trying to find something all year last year, and you get away from the game from 2 months, and you look at film, and you see it right away.
Yeah,
right away. So I really just cleaned up some mechanics, really got after it in the weight room, and really was excited to get back here this year.
Did you just feel like last year, because you had a lot of expectations coming in with your great rookie year? Did you feel like it's going to click? Did you, or anything like that, or you were just searching all of last year? Like, what did you think mentally you were going through?
I think at the beginning, I'm like, okay, had the lockout. It wasn't the normal spring training. I get my feet back underneath me, and if I just keep putting in my work, it'll eventually turn around for me. And when it didn't, that was a frustrating part. When I kept getting in my work in, trying to improve those things that I was struggling with, and the results still weren't there, that was the toughest thing for me. Haven't experienced that type of failure before, and being completely lost. I was in a whole new ball game with that, and really just being able to grow from that. It's really would help me down the line for sure.
that has to be the worst thing as an athlete is that, you're always taught if I put in the work and I have the talent, it's going to work out. And that first time in your career when you do all these things and you're just sitting back going, what am I doing? And you can't figure it out.
Yep.
You're watching film, you say, maybe I'm out of shape. And
Yep.
and that's hard to get through. So like you said, you just shut it down. And baseball's so long that your team's still asking of you, and you're trying to figure out say, wait, I need a timeout, and you don't have time.
Yeah, exactly. It's just mental roller coasters. Like don't have a bad start, you better get after it because another 5 days you're going to go. And kind of downside of that, you got 4 days to really sit down and think about it because you're not going again for a couple days after that.
I think I would be frustrated with the finally turning it around, and you hold the team to 1 run and you lose, right? Like that as a pitcher, like you finally get it. Yep. You have one of your best starts of the year. Yep. You look up and you're like, I lost this game.
Did like when you saw the moves you guys made this offseason, like you guys brought in a lot more proven bats. And as I think Ken Hank told us, that you guys lost a ton of 1-run games last year. That did have to be frustrating because you guys are a team and you guys are always in it together. But if you do feel like you could get a little bit more support out there, or not feel like you have that margin for error be so small, do you feel like this is going to be a lineup where you'll have a little bit more confidence going out to be like, all right, not necessarily that you're not going to be as sharp, but just the idea that, okay, I can get that back if we have a 3-run first inning. Our guys will have our support.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys that we brought in, batting champion Luis Arias is with us now. Segura. I mean, we just got a loaded lineup, and I really think just as far as the pitching staff, that was a big thing for us last year. Is like we got to hold these guys to maybe 2 runs if we're going to have a chance at some point. And I mean, what Sandy did last year was incredible. It was like he was shutting everyone out, and we were winning games. It was amazing to watch. But with the guys that we brought in this year, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a little bit more leeway and be able to relax more and attack the zone a lot better.
Do you pitch a little bit differently when you have that support, so you can pitch more for contact instead of trying to get guys out and not anybody on base?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if it's a tight ball game, you got to be a lot more specific in area of the strike zone and with your pitches. And when you got a comfortable lead, you can go right at guys. You're gonna attack either way, but your margin for error gets a lot smaller if it's a tie ball game.
Well, Trevor, we appreciate you swinging by, man. Thanks so much. Best of luck this season. I think you're going to bounce back in a big way. We know how much talent you have, and we always appreciate you giving us some time.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Appreciate it. Trevor is swinging on out here, and we got Matt Barnes coming on over here from another newbie. Matt, what's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, you're too young for that. You already doing
Matt, appreciate the time, man. Thanks for swinging by with us. We're getting you potted up there. There we go. Matt Barnes joined us here on the show. New pitcher, got you over from the Boston Red Sox this year. And what was your reaction, man? You're been a Northeast guy your entire time. Now down here in Miami, how excited were you for it?
Definitely excited. You know, you kind of fall into that little bit of an uncertainty, right, when you go through that process. But when I got the call that I was traded to Miami, I was honestly ecstatic. You see the talent around, you see kind of what the organization's doing, the direction they're going. And obviously, I mean, Miami's an awesome city. So super excited to be here, join these guys and kind of do what I can.
Yeah, no more winters.
Yeah,
well,
I know.
Nice weather in the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Right.
I lived in Cleveland and Minnesota, two places where, April 1st.
I've
Boston too.
I've opened up in Boston and Cleveland, and it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. So
we were talking to Trevor about bad heckling experiences. What is the number one heckler that stands on Matt Barnes's mind? That like what gets to you in a crowd? Is there something somebody can do that will actually bother you?
The only thing that I don't tolerate, if you want to talk smack to me and whatever and tell me I suck and all that stuff, that I kind of signed up for that. That's part of the gig. But the second you start talking about my family, I don't.
Yeah,
that stops.
Yeah.
Does that happen?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh man.
What?
I'm asking.
Are you familiar with fans?
Well,
what?
Anything.
Boston.
Yeah. Fair point.
Playing in New York.
Fair point.
Yeah.
That rivalry is bitter on. Like there's like no holds barred with the
Nothing.
oh my god.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's exactly what you think it is.
Did you grow up from Connecticut? Like did you grow up like Boston Red Sox fan or Yankees fan? Okay, so you knew going into this.
I knew exactly what it was. Oh yeah. I grew up my whole life and seeing what that was about. So
that's so getting down here, this is a different situation. These guys, there's a lot of revamp, a lot of moves have been made this offseason. What have you been made, I guess, told of the vision going into this year? And how do you think you guys can come together best case scenario wise?
I mean, the vision's winning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's very clear. It's bringing in people who have won, who have the mindset of winning, who are willing to put in the work to win, and kind of changing the culture so that everybody is on that same page, right? It's about winning at all costs. So, I mean, like I said, it's awesome. I came from a place, obviously, where if you didn't win a championship, it was a bad year, just truthfully, right? So I'm going to do what I can to kind of bring the experiences of what I've learned there. Been fortunate enough to win in Boston and play in a number of postseasons and just kind of do what I can to help build the culture here, to help answer any questions, to help prepare to play. Hopefully, 162 plus 11 it takes to win it, and kind of start that mindset now.
Is there a difference you see from teams like in Boston? You're going in with expectations all the time, but what do you find to be the difference of the teams that succeed and the teams that maybe like just don't live up to the expectations, even if they have the talent?
I think a big piece of that is honestly the leadership in the clubhouse. If you, the second that you got people getting selfish or in different directions, and it's not corrected by the players in the clubhouse, right? And then it's the staff has to take care of it or something like that. Any good team that I was on in Boston, there was no question who led the clubhouse. Anything, it was handled. I mean, it was Purcello and Mitch Moreland and Price and Ortiz and Workman. I mean, like it was. So starts there, I think, right? And then there's obviously a combination of it. You have to have talent, right? You have to have talent. You have to have guys who are willing to put in the work to go extra when it's not going good. What do you do? How quick can you turn the page, right? How quick can you say, okay, a bad outing, a bad week, or whatever, but that's not the season, right? How do we then? It stops here. Let's turn it and go. I think truthfully, the biggest thing is just you have to stay healthy, right? I think you look at the end. You look at the end of the season, and the team that's the healthiest is usually there, right? So for me, it's like I said, it's staying healthy and then just playing consistent, clean baseball, right? Let's just be honest here, right? We're gonna have games where we lose by a ton this year. We're gonna have games where we're gonna have games where we blow people out, right? It's how do you stay consistently playing good baseball more than not? Because that'll put yourself in a good position where you got a chance to make the postseason, right? Win a couple of games there, you get into the postseason. Once you get to the postseason, all bets are off. So to me, it's about putting yourself in the position to get to the postseason, and then once you're there.
It sounds like you came from a place where they expected to win, and you're just starting this journey here where they hope to win. And if you can get that more to, what you're talking about, then who knows?
Yep. Right.
What is your mentality during a game? Like when you know a game is going to be tight, as far as like when do you get ready? Like that's such an interesting thing of not knowing, am I going to play today? Do I know if I'm going to have to be my best today? Like what how does that like switch? When does it go on for you?
So I mean, I kind of get up in like the 6th, 7th, and I start moving around, start stretching, getting ready, because I never want to get caught off guard, right? So I get up, I kind of get moving around. For me, I'm a very naturally relaxed pitcher. It's just how I am. I've kind of throughout the years just gotten to the point where I understand if I go out there and execute my pitches, I'm going to be fine, and if I don't, I'm probably going to have a hard time that day. Like it's really just as simple as that to me. And the number of times that I've thrown the ball down the middle of the plate and got 2 groundouts and a pop up, and the number of times that I've executed all my pitches and given up a run and blown a game, so why am I worrying about that? Right? For me, it's as long as I go out there and feel like I throw the ball well, execute my pitches more times than not. Over the course of the season, we're going to be completely fine. Right now, intermediate, right? Kind of, there's going to be times where I blow a game or get away with it, or but to me, it's about self recognition and like completely unbiased evaluation of you and your stuff that day, completely detached from the results.
So you're not a superstitious guy. Like you don't sound like, because I know baseball players are very superstitious, but you sound like a guy who's mostly a process type of guy, and over the balance of a long season, it's gonna just is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't eat the same thing. I mean, I stretch the same way every day, but to me, that's just kind of the routine that I need to get ready to get my body where it needs to be. But no, not really. I mean,
you ever seen some really weird stuff though for people who are?
Not really, honestly. Not really. I mean, some like starting pitchers will be more locked in from the time they get there and don't really talk to anybody, but that's just kind of their routine. It's not really a superstition. So, no, I haven't. Nothing crazy.
I could never be a pitcher. I like talking too much. I'll be chatting it up with everybody.
Yeah, but I play with guys who just talk all day. I mean, Nick Pivetta would go out and walk around while guys are throwing bullpens and outside guys are shagging. He'd just kind of be out moseying around.
He's getting ready to pitch
on his start day. So it's all good, right? It's all whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, appreciate the time, man. Welcome to Miami.
Thank you.
Best of luck. We're happy to have you here. And it seems like you guys got a lot of fun changes this year and can do some really interesting things for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're excited about it.
All right, Matt. Thanks so much for the time.
Thanks,
we'll take a
awesome.
quick break here.
Thank you.
Tobin and Leroy live from Jupiter. Back with more after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hey, country music and sports fans, we got your chance to see country music great Luke Bryan.
Give us a little taste.
Drink beer. You guys come on a trip for two to see country music great Luke Bryan at Resorts World Las Vegas, and we'll give you some cash to help pay for airfare, pick up your hotel, and 2 tickets to see the show. Here's how you guys can win. You go to Odyssey app, all right? You log on, you listen to WQAM.com, or go to WQAM, you go to the WQAM channel on Odyssey app, or go to WQAM.com, and you listen. You get 1 entry for every hour that you listen. The more you listen, the more chances you have to win. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. Drink beer. Going on right now. Look, everybody's in that media tent right now, kind of relaxing, seeing what's going on over there.
Is it break time? Does camp ever get a break time where they just run in?
Because dude, here's what you have to understand. This is what I've been enamored with, because I think when we did the show before, we were only on the field where they were playing games. We couldn't see all of the fields.
Yeah.
So we were on the other side over here,
We're
right?
also awkwardly outside of Derek Jeter's office.
Right. So,
where they shunned us.
But Marcos, here's what you need to understand. Like, there's over 130 baseball players out here.
Yep.
And so they kind of do,
and you've heckled 50 of them.
And they kind of do drills in waves. So the pitchers will do drills on this field. You had some outfielders do. Then you had batting practice. Now you got a live pitch.
Yep.
Where guys are facing live pitching, and it's just waves of players coming in and out all day.
And how many of those have you fat shamed?
There's always something going on. So right now we're watching little Chunky 52. He's pitching.
Don't call him that. He's
Why
not
did you-
Chunky 52.
Leroy, you can't say that.
He's not thick.
He is, but you don't have to refer to him like you don't.
There's nothing wrong with being chunky, dude.
But you said that about Melvin Gordon too.
And wait, really? Let me tell you something about Melvin Gordon. If you're gonna be a chunky athlete,
Melvin Ingram. I'm sorry,
Melvin Ingram. If you're gonna be a chunky athlete, don't put no little bitty number on your chest, right? It don't help. He got number 6, and half of the 6 was rolled up underneath his pads.
Listen,
look like a hook. What's your number? Hook. Because the bottom of the 6 was covered up. I'm just saying. What are we doing?
Hello, J Fig. How are you?
Hello. Wait, she's giving me the look already.
She is giving the look.
Yeah, I was. He keeps fat shaming everybody. What's wrong with you?
Yes, you are.
Dude, listen to me.
Since the second you got there, Leroy Horde.
There is nothing wrong with being a thick athlete. I was not petite when I played.
You called him Chunky 52.
Seriously.
Yeah, you
He is
did call
chunky.
him.
Have some decency.
We just sat across from 2 pitchers who were built like string beans.
That's true.
So next to them, he looks a little chunky.
AJ Puck is
So
skinny.
poor.
AJ Puck is skinny.
Yep.
How's he throw so hard?
Because he's wiry, like
He's
it's
wiry.
like a rubber band.
I know.
I was really happy when Trevor Rogers mentioned that he hit the weight room hard, that Leroy didn't go, huh, did you?
Yeah, thank you for that was Tyler Hero. He was like,
because
Thanks for
you know why?
behaving.
Because here's the deal. Like, I understand, like, this doesn't happen as much in football, right?
Yep.
But it happens in baseball and basketball, exactly what he's talking about. That, like, you just make the assumption as an athlete, if you put the work in, you're gonna be successful.
Right.
But it's still not guaranteed.
Wow.
So you have to deal with that mentally. So to hear him talk about that, I'm like, yeah, man. I like.
By the way,
I get on you about, calling somebody a bum after they spend a month shooting threes bad.
It really was listening to Matt Barnes fascinating, because it's kind of weird. Like, you say the same thing, but I don't listen to you. But when he says it, he sounds so wise. When he talks about failure and having to deal with it, I can execute my pitches poorly and do good, but execute them great and do bad. I'm like,
We all know that. Like, but fans don't want to hear that. All fans want to know is if you play well, you should win. If you don't, you lose and you suck.
That's right.
That's it. Like but it's not that simple.
Interesting. Well, maybe I'll keep it in mind now. Barnesy,
No, you won't.
Barnesy kind of
No, you won't. No, you won't, dude.
That's my guy.
When is the next Heat game?
The next Heat game's Friday. The next one on Boots on the Ground.
Oh wait. So Marcos, J-Fig, how long before he sends us
No.
an emoji of just a brick or a poop when somebody goes 0 for 5?
I will
He
not.
says he
Sometime in the first
understands.
quarter.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not.
Huh?
Sometime
The
in the first quarter. Yeah.
Right. If somebody gets 2 shots, here comes the brick and poop emojis.
Oh, I mean, but sometimes they'd be out here shooting like the third little pig building a brick house.
But
You gotta
No,
say
don't
what it
try to
is.
wiggle out of that.
No,
It's
but
true though. You know, I can't sit here and lie to people.
right.
You do it all the time.
That's not true.
All right.
Listen, I'm as honest as they come, J-Fig. That's how.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
the.
Call
That's
you
the
honest
truth of it.
Tobes, right?
They call me honest Tobes,
Yeah.
and
Really?
I'm happy we got Kevin Love. You know, we got ourselves our whale. All right, and now everything's gonna be right. We got the perfect fit next to Bam. Things are gonna be okay.
Really, the same Kevin Love that
I want that on tape.
you have been trashing this man for. Like, this is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. The only difference between you and me is that you try to wiggle out of all of the negative stuff you've said about people
You say
that end up playing on the team.
You say
I call it like it is. It's true. Like, okay, you don't want me to say that a player is chunky, but guess what? He is. I didn't say he was a bad player. I didn't say he was a bad guy. But he's a chunky player.
I don't mind you saying he's chunky, but I think the idea that you come out here like Bob Shepard, be like, now pitching, number 52, chunky 52, number 52. Like, goodness.
No, but look,
like it's his
Oh.
name.
he got that Cabrera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big boy.
But he got
I
the
get
after.
so worried every time.
He
you
got
start
not the
whispering like
before
that.
Cabrera,
Mm.
the after Cabrera,
right,
the
enough.
Detroit
Jeez.
Tigers Cabrera.
Here he goes again.
There you go.
He's doing it again.
He just found a different way to do it, dude.
Right?
What?
He is fat shamed.
Stop
at
sizing
least
everybody.
3 dozen players.
I'm not fat shaming anybody.
You fat shaming
Listen,
them.
listen. Just because I say you chunky, don't mean I don't think you're an excellent athlete or doing what you're doing or great at what you do. I'm not taking away from anything that any of these guys do. Okay?
Seems like you are.
Bartolo Colon made a ton of money in his career.
No.
Is it safe to say?
Dude, you
What
call-
about
you call-
Sandoval?
you-
Sandoval.
Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, his uniform popped off. Is it okay to call him chunky? His uniform
Well,
popped
he's going
off.
by a nickname. I mean,
Yeah, it's a
Kung Fu
wardrobe
Panda.
malfunction, you know?
But
Wardrobe.
Those happen all the time.
No, you know what those buttons said? Can't do it. Can't do it. and say the one button looked at the other button and said, it's like Katrina all over again. We got the break. Ow. Pop all over the place. Me, but I can't say nothing, even though we all know it's true. I ain't taking away from any of their talents.
I mean, you were
Nothing.
judging their
Kinda
hitting
feels like you
power
did,
also.
though.
No, I didn't.
Maybe you
See, I look
maybe
at here. You
maybe
guys
if
look
you're-
at it different.
no.
Me saying
This is what you do.
me
all the-
saying a
oh,
guy's
oh,
chunky
there
is
we go.
I
the
get
same
worried
as
about
me
the
saying
things
a
you
guy's
say
built
when I
like a
leave the
rubber
room.
band.
Dude, yep. It's not the same.
It is.
It's not the same.
Oh.
Second of all, this is the same thing you do with the old jokes. You're like, oh, it's a term of endearment. We rib each other. And
Yeah.
I don't think Chunky 52 would like that.
I don't think he would.
You know what he could do to fix that?
Oh, okay.
Take a break. Back after this.
Do a couple of crunches or something.
I'm Chelsea Messenger.
personal device.
Never lay you down, baby. Hey, what your baby mama?
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you live from Jupiter at Marlins Spring Training. We thank the Marlins for having us on out here. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel.
Let's hear some RBA Richie. Cody Zeller will wear number 44, which is 3 years shy of his age.
He's a very old looking 30.
Wait. So let me ask you a question. Why is everybody getting on me?
I don't.
Right?
Oh, I mean, it would be like, hey, old looking 44.
Right.
That would be you introducing him if you were Mike Biamonte.
What? No. I say, now in the game, number 44, Cody Zeller. Give up on that dream, dude. Your hair's not growing back.
You just want him to go shaved? Is that what you want him to
Shave
do?
it off.
Just shave it, dude. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. We appreciate the Marlins for having us out here.
Yeah,
By the way,
man.
you guys, opening day is March 30th against the dastardly New York Mets. Hate the Mets. They spend a lot of money this offseason, though. So
The Mets, the Yankees, San Francisco, the Padres, the Dodgers. Who else? I mean, they just spend money like crazy. The Astros don't do it. Atlanta doesn't do it. Philly spent a boatload of money. The Nationals, they're in and out sometimes.
The money's crazy, man. Even like you saw, Manny Machado's going to opt out of his he's in a $300 million deal, but he's opting out halfway through, basically. He's probably going to get another $300 million.
Well, here's the funny thing is that when the Marlins gave Stanton that contract, that's what they were hoping for.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were hoping for.
The contract looks good, but in 3 years he'll opt out, and then
well, his hammies, every time, if it's time to time, they always seem to get him.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm gonna say this, and this isn't. I'm not disrespecting baseball as a sport. Okay.
You've kind of spent all day disrespecting baseball.
I'm not. No, I'm not. What are
you
talking about?
You have called out every guy who looks a few pounds over. Yeah, look at that guy over there, chunky 52. I'm like, what? Stop.
Here's what I
all the
said.
relievers.
Me talking about body types has nothing to do with disrespecting their abilities.
One guy who we didn't even know, you said, looks like Detroit Cabrera.
He was I'm just saying. Okay, hear me out. When Cabrera was here, he was thin.
He
right?
was. He was. Beginning, he was.
In the beginning.
You started seeing, like, I would say, like his 07, his last year.
Then when he went to Detroit?
Yep.
Okay. So that's what I was saying.
Didn't matter, though.
It didn't matter.
Have all the fun you're gonna have today, because we might not be invited next time just because of all his heckling.
They love us. They love us. That's the thing. We're charming.
We're charming.
That's the same thing. Like, he always tries to get me at these Heat media days, and he goes, and he's like, "How come you're never in trouble?" I'm charming.
No, that's not what he does. Because
that's the
you know
truth,
what?
dude.
He has a pocket full of diversions that every time a guy comes in and I'm starting to, I'm getting ready to go there, he throws alternate programming out there.
That's
so
true.
for example, Kyle Lowry came in. I couldn't wait.
Yeah, I can't
He
wait.
started talking about golf.
That's right.
And then we just forgot about
Wait
it.
until
Right.
our first interview with Kevin Love, and I'm gonna be like,
Right.
You're gonna not say that. You're not gonna tell him that I said he looked like a sea lion, and instead, what you're
But
gonna
I
tell
will.
him is, no,
Yeah.
you're not, Jennifer. What
Yeah.
we're gonna do is we're gonna say how he gave me the goosies as soon as he walked off the plane with the basketball.
Really?
That's what we're gonna do.
That's what it takes. That's all it takes to get you.
That's what
I'm
it
gonna make
takes.
sure I'll
Guy
be there.
walking up.
That's
know,
what it takes.
He's a basketball player, right?
Yes.
He's on a private jet, right?
Yeah.
He gets off a private jet, and you're enamored by the fact that he's carrying a basketball.
Ooh.
What
Get
happened?
out of there.
Oh no, this guy here.
They got him in the ribs
Hey,
almost.
He's
gotta watch out,
I've been
dude.
watching him. He's a wild thing. he almost hit 2 batters.
Well, wasn't he throwing that weighted baseball beforehand?
Is that him? Yeah, because
same
the
dude.
glove.
Yeah, he's got the
The
blue
glove.
glove.
Oh
How
yeah,
about,
he's not. And wait, what did I say? What did I say? He said he's all over the place.
Yeah.
He can't get on top. Yep. Look,
Well,
can't get on top of the ball.
Well, listen,
Dude, that's all right.
he's on the mend, dude. He's
But I will
working his
say
way
this.
back.
I will say he's not on his way back.
Yeah.
He got the blue shirt on. He's a roster a camp pitcher. Ooh,
Ooh,
good.
we almost got him again.
Look, they
This guy's not happy.
Nobody. You can say so.
I heard him in the
We're
background.
like one pitch away from this guy charging the mound during a warm-up. I saw that.
Hey, no, the coach gonna take him, and he gonna come back and throw that ball again, the other ball.
Yeesh.
You ain't ready.
You ain't ready. Give me the. Has anybody ever gotten pulled from practice?
Oh no, but he about to.
Skip Schumacher's gonna walk out there.
Oh, as soon as he throw it down the
a
plate,
little ropey rope.
Double. That was
Yeah.
well hit.
That was he hit a little bit of a laser beam there. That was good.
Nice. So you guys are saying you're advancing from like individual drills to now they're going against each other and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing like some live
Nice.
pitching, some
Live pitching.
little live BP.
What I was been told is that the minor leaguers go on the far field, so that's why we see so many of them guys
Yeah, they got
constantly going through, and they just start right after the big leaguers are done. I'm guessing.
I like how baseball just has like little things to heckle. Like, it's just like, hey, minor leaguers, you walk 500 yards to your practice.
But that's it. That's you ain't earned your stripes
You
yet.
ain't earned your stripes. You go into the
Right.
backfield,
Right.
all the way, dude.
Right.
You know, one of these days, Sandman's gonna be rolling around like he should get an escort. Like, you know, take him
Yeah.
the golf cart like it's Davey.
Yeah.
Take
yeah.
him where he's got to
Well,
go.
no, they do that in some. I know when we used to practice against one year we went and practiced for the week against Green Bay,
Mhm.
and these little kids would ride you over to the dorm on a bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't somebody? Yeah, that's how the naked bike thing happened, right?
No, but that was in Minnesota.
Oh,
That
who
was in
could forget?
Minnesota.
You're forgetting biking incidents.
Yeah.
How could I
But
screw
we
that up?
we took a golf cart one time,
Mhm.
and yeah, because you know that the coaches or whatever had them, and I was like, I want a golf cart. I've been here longer than him. They go, but he's the coach. I say, but I've been here longer.
That's
so
true.
I took his golf cart.
What?
And so they go, who got the golf cart? Leroy. I'm like, wow, they ratted me out,
They
right?
snitched on you?
Yeah. So coach came over, and I said, hey, new guy, I left my pads. You know, and I said that to the coach, just messing with him. But yeah, he didn't find that too funny. I mean, what do you do, man? I did not want to walk.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and get some. I think somebody's gonna join us on the other side. We'll be back with more after this. What's up? All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. We are live from Jupiter, Marlins spring training, first day of full squad workouts.
I'm enjoying myself. I don't know about you.
You are having a good time. We're both having a good time. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
And it is the first day of workouts as the Marlins gearing on up and getting ready for the season.
Now,
so excited to have baseball back in the air.
Pitchers and catchers have been here already.
Yeah, they've been here for I think officially since last week. Yeah, but a lot of people are here anyway. You know, like
I know, but I'm just saying.
I think like Jazz and Sandy did live BP against each other. So it's not like they're all getting here today. I think this is basically deadline day. But I don't know if the Marlins have anybody who's pulling like, hey, I'm going to be there the day of.
Right.
You know,
right.
Usually everybody's there. And plus, like you said, everybody, what the thing is like, you're not, it's not like the Marlins play in New York and then have to go to Arizona for spring training,
Right.
You live in Miami, you work out in Jupiter.
And a lot of the guys, on the main roster that were here last year,
yeah,
a lot of the new guys just came right here.
Yeah.
So they don't even know about South Florida yet.
Right. That's
you know what I mean, which is crazy, right?
You're gonna learn.
Exactly.
Wait until we should. You know what? I feel like AJ.
There you go.
We should take him
wait. No,
what are you doing?
He stopped.
What are you doing?
It continues,
dude.
It
no
continues.
lie. So listen. No, let me explain.
It's never enough for you, Leo.
So when I played in Cleveland, I was in a softball league, right?
Right. So
I would go out like an hour before and get some running in. I would run back and forth 10 times. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like wondering, he's a professional basketball. He had to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, who we got?
Jon Berti's coming over, dude.
Yeah.
Look at Jon Berti.
What's happening? What's
John,
happening?
What's up, man? Good to have you here. Jon Berti is.
I remember we heckled him the last time he was here.
I know.
Berti! We were right in front of Jeter's office at the time.
There you go. Yeah.
He shut his blinds on.
They shut the blinds on us, and you were playing in a game before. I think it was before your Marlins debut. It was that you were doing that season. Yeah. You killed it as soon as you came up, but people were just shouting "Berti!" I'm like, he's trying to concentrate.
No, dude, baseball's fun.
It's all part of it. You're trying to have fun out there.
And just because he got mad because I think Curtis Granderson was catching a fly ball and he stepped on his glove and fell on his face.
Oh no!
You got that,
oh no!
That has to be dealt with.
Yeah,
like you can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta let him know.
He's been heckling everybody that walks by. This is just his style. But thanks for spending some time with us, John. We really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
What's the vibe here, man? You've been here for a few years. Like this, you made a lot of acquisitions this season coming into it. Does it feel more exciting? Does it feel like any other baseball season coming in? What is the vibe around the team?
I think there's a lot more excitement this year. We're definitely excited with all the pieces we've added and new coaching staff and the different guys we've added. It's just brought some fresh air into this organization and some good vibes, and we're ready to go.
What is something that stands out to you about Skip Schumacher so far? Like, you guys had Don for so many years, great dude. Everybody loves Don Mattingly.
Love Donnie. Yeah.
But what that's like everybody loves it. You gotta say it.
Yeah.
But Skip Schumacher, like much younger. Like, do you notice any differences thus far? It's early on, I understand, but what jumps off?
No, he's all of our interactions have been great. Seems like a great guy. I've heard nothing but good things from other people across baseball that I know. And he's communication skills are very, very good. And early on, just getting to know him, it's been a treat, and looking forward to it.
How the hell you steal home? Like, this is how'd you do that? Like, this is
by not falling on my face, which I almost did.
You're like bear claw.
You ever get too excited your legs didn't work? Like, no, don't fail me.
After the moment, after it happened, someone had mentioned how far I bear crawled, and I was like, no, like my hands only hit the ground maybe once, but it was a lot further than I thought. In the moment, it just happened so fast. But in that situation, it was just in the game. Felt like we could get a run there. Everything kind of just worked together, and I just said, screw it, I'm going to try it. And luckily it worked out.
It's lost. Like, have you gotten the trust of coaching because you're very good at stealing bases? Like, is this something that, like, how did you get good at this? Like, the idea that just to get
practicing, working on it, you know what I mean? All throughout the minor leagues, figuring out good times to go, bad times to go, different tells that the pitcher may have, understanding how fast you are. So, kind of pitcher's times to the plate, how good a catcher throws, all that kind of stuff adds up. And then just being able to demonstrate to the coaching staff in the big leagues that, hey, I know when to go. I know when not to go, know how to get a good jump and not, I think help give me the green light. And then from there, just like in baseball, it's with anything, it's rhythm and timing. So the more you do it, the more you're in rhythm, the better timing you have, the more confidence you're going to have with it, and the more success you're going to have.
Is there ever a better feeling of knowing a pitcher, he stinks at holding a guy on? Like you're just like, I got him. I know I'm going to take advantage of it. Like, what is the thing that will stand out to you immediately? Like he just ignores you, or he's just slow?
We have, we've done a great job, especially last year, of different scouting reports, knowing a pitcher's tendencies, guys who can throw, who don't like to throw, over times to the plate and all of that. So when you get a guy that hey, like I can get him, the trick is to stay under control and not get too ahead of yourself, and not try to do too much, because you just need a decent jump and you should be able to get the bag.
Talking to Jon Berti here in Jupiter. Marlins starting spring training today, first full squad workout. Jazz Chisholm is going to be moving to center field. You're a guy who plays all over the place. What is the most important thing in having like that mentality of I am, going full in on, moving here and being able to get that under your belt?
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of an adjustment, obviously, for Jazz coming from the infield, but he's super athletic. And early on already, the first few weeks I've been here, that he's been here, he's been working his butt off at it. And it's been good to see him really take ownership of it, him really want to be as good as he can. And John Jay helping him out there every day. I have I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to make that transition, and he's going to be a really good center fielder for us.
Do you like the direction of this team, John? Like you got some of the lost arts of baseball. It feels like, contact guy, station, being able to be on the move. And it feels like you guys have definitely gone more in the identity of that this offseason with getting Arias and getting Segura, like not just everybody strike out and try to get home runs. I mean, how much do you like the idea that the team is honing in on that identity?
I think we're just much more balanced this year. Up and down the lineup, we have a mix of guys now who, can put the ball in play, good base runners, get on base, and we still have, guys in the middle of the lineup like Soler who can hit the ball 500 feet. And so I think a good balance of that is what is going to make an offense really good, and an opposing pitcher having a really tough time getting through.
That's got to feel good, right? I mean, just like having to rub nickels together to eat. Like every game, trying to do everything you can to create runs.
Yeah.
And now having the ability to now you might have one of those 5 run innings, and you be able to just relax and play baseball, and now you can be in every game if you're down 3-0 and stuff like that.
And that was kind of the frustrating part of last year, is we had the pitching and we had the defense, but offensively we just couldn't put enough together to scratch across enough runs, and we lost a lot of one-run ball games that we do a little bit different here or there. We come out on top, our season's completely different. So that's what we're really excited about this year, having a lot of those starting pitchers back, good bullpen. We're going to play good defense, and now we're going to figure out how to hit and score some more runs and win some more games.
I always wonder, as a hitter, or and not a pitcher, when you got a pitcher that's out there, you had a lot of quality starts from guys and lose 2-1 or something. Is that frustrating for the other guys as much as it is the pitcher that, hey, this is some of my best work?
It's I won't say it's more frustrating because I'm not a pitcher, so I can't speak for him, but it's got to be almost as frustrating because you feel like you let him down.
Right.
Where Sandy goes 8, 9, 10 innings sometimes, and we lose a 2-1 ball game, and it's like, man, this guy just worked his butt off for 4 hours, and we couldn't scratch across enough for him. Right. So that's going to be different this year. I have all the confidence in the world in this lineup that we have now, and our new hitting coaches and stuff, that things are going to be a little different this year.
What is the strangest thing Jon Berti's ever done to get out of a slump?
Early in my career, I was probably a little more superstitious and maybe changed the way I put my socks on or got dressed for the day. But as I've gotten older, you just trust the process, and it'll work itself out. Hard work will get you through it.
Is it tougher to believe in superstitions these days because there's so much information? It feels like they're thrown at you between film and everything feels like it's broken down these days.
Yeah, that definitely could be part of it. But
you just past it.
Once I just got to a point in my career in my life where just trust the process. It'll work out.
Have you was there ever a level of like comfort, John? Like you've had so much success over the last few years on this team, but like we saw you when you were like coming on up and you were wearing number 55 in the back.
Yeah.
When was the time you kind of like let your guard and be like, yeah, I'm good enough to be a major leaguer?
I think it's just been a process over the last 4 or 5 years of continuing that belief, but I don't think there's ever been a moment where I didn't feel like I could be a big leaguer. But I also don't think there's a moment where you really let your guard down. I think that's when you can get complacent, and the guys are too good that you got to continue to keep getting better and better and have a little bit of that chip on your shoulder.
We see so many minor leaguers out here. Like, is there a like a pay it forward thing for you? Like you see all the young guys kind of come up. Like, what do you do to try and make those guys feel welcome and knowing the right way to do
Just try to have a conversation with them. I'm more of a lead by example kind of guy, where go through my work and be as precise as I can and work as hard as I can, and hopefully they see that. But outside of that, just having conversations with them, getting to know them a little bit, so that when they do make it up to the big leagues, it's not as big of a transition for them. Making them feel more comfortable, and also taking ground balls with some guys. If I see something, maybe just give them a little pointer of, hey, this is what works for me. Maybe it could work for you too, and just attack it that way.
What did you do to get away from the game this offseason? What do you do? What does Jon Berti do to relax?
So we had a couple out of state weddings in the offseason, so that was fun to catch up with some old friends. And other than that, just hang out with some family and friends, and not do a whole lot.
You cut a rug the guy? Like, does Jon Berti burn up the dance floor?
My wife would probably say no, or that I would, but not in a good way. So,
weddings have a different level of energy because it's with a bunch of people typically. So like you make it after a little bit. More.
Yeah, we have some fun. So that's good.
That's good, man. Listen, hey, it's great to have you back. We're enjoying. We're looking forward to this season. Thanks for spending time with us. Really appreciate it.
Man.
Thanks for having us, guys.
There you go, Jon Berti stopping by the table. We appreciate him. Thanks so much, man. Here we go. Jon Berti getting after it as Marlins.
That's one of our personal OGs.
Yes, sir.
That's one of our personal OGs.
Berti!
Like, yeah, Berti. We
no heckling there, Marcos.
No.
Yeah, I appreciate that because he's an OG. That's why he already got his
why.
heckling out of the way.
But like it was a name.
He was reprimanded already too.
It was a name that kind of stuck when one of the first people we saw when we started watching. So we've always followed him just because
he was literally that guy.
He's that guy,
he's
right?
That guy, yeah, Jon Berti. And like, oh my God, that's the guy we had
right
at spring training.
And then you said, "Hey, can you get rid of 55?"
I remember. Well, I was happy for him. Like,
man, because we had a lot of 80s. I seen a couple of 83s.
55 is a decent number. Like, it's a cool. Like, it's not in the 60s. Once you get into the 60s and you're an infielder, you're like, I don't know.
55, I think even Dunks having 55 is weird.
Do you?
Yeah.
He's
not a 50. He's a teens number.
I think he was Michigan. I think he was 22, but that was Jimmy's number.
Yeah. Right, but that's what I'm saying. He's established that he needs a double number.
Yeah, I guess so.
And so can't be 33.
Nope, that's Zoe.
Can't be 22.
Nope, Jimmy. 11's open.
44.
11 was open. Bouyer's
44.
44 is nope. That's Cody Zeller.
Was 11 open though? Was that Dion Waiters?
You know what? It might have been.
Right.
It might have been.
Right.
It might have been.
All right.
44 is weird. So I'm glad he did that instead of 50. Or I can't imagine a basketball player with 44. I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, dude, we see some of the biggest wide receivers out here.
They are
88, Mooses. 83.
Yep.
So I'm telling you, baseball has changed as far as what baseball players look like.
Yeah.
Like the small baseball players are literally 17 years old out here.
That's right.
Right? But all the guys who have played, Berti's short, but he's built.
Mooses.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Still can't hit it out of the infield.
Hey man,
just saying. I'm just saying.
Let it go. Just go to break.
I'm gonna let it go. I have more patience than anybody when it comes to hitting and shooting. You're the guy. You're the Debbie Downer. You call everybody a bum. You call all. I don't do that.
I've never called Jon Berti a bum.
No, not Jon Berti. But
Leroy, how's Chunky 52 doing?
I haven't seen.
Don't give the update.
Let me tell you. He's moving much slower than these clouds coming out of the.
Oh my God! Is this your weather report? Is this what's going on?
But
yeah, that is our weather report.
But no, check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm saying they ran some striders
mm-hmm.
after they got done with their work.
Mm-hmm.
but they wasn't even running the whole all the way around.
We'll take a quick break here from Jupiter. That was your weather update from the Desmond and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. More shenanigans on the other side.
This is 15 minutes of your Miami Heat.
All right, 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Tobin and Leroy, we are live out here in
Yes.
Jupiter, Florida.
Beautiful, beautiful day.
Having a great time.
Having a great time.
Jon Berti, appreciate him joining the show. We appreciate Matt Barnes, new Marlins reliever. AJ Puck, new Marlins reliever, joining us. And Trevor Rogers joining the show. So we appreciate those guys all stopping by. We'll see if we have some other guests in the last 40 or so minutes that we are here. It's a beautiful day out here as the Marlins are getting ready for the season. First full squad workout. And opening day, by the way, is March 30th against the Mets. And then the next series at homestand is against the Minnesota Twins. So you got an immediate Luis Arias and Pablo Lopez showdown. Winner of the series wins the trade. That's the rules. I don't make them. That's how it works.
Really?
I should have asked Kim Angus, just say, hey, are you rooting against Pablo Lopez? Because he's really nice. You kinda, when you trade somebody, you kind of got to root for failure, right?
Here's the deal. If you think you've made a good decision, it doesn't always work out.
Sometimes.
I don't understand why we think that every decision that all these franchises in our town make have to work, because we've all been excited about moves and things that the Heat have done,
Yep.
that the Dolphins have done,
Yep.
and the Marlins. And guess what? They haven't worked out for various reasons.
I'm very happy because I was perusing Boots on the Gram. I was perusing Instagram during the break. And Marcos, did you see what was on the gram?
No, can you tell me?
J-Fig, did you see what was on the gram?
I mean, I kind of did.
Great, because I sent it to her. Can we Kevin Love?
Could be that.
Kevin Love recently on the gram, as he just posted this on his Instagram. And
let's see.
It's a photo of him shooting at the gym.
Nice.
And I don't know, is there any way we can get the bottom of that, J-Fig? Because at the bottom of it is Bam Adebayo. And Bam Adebayo has commented on Kevin Love looking at the rim. And he just says, Leroy, just simply better make some effing shots.
Yeah.
Which is exactly how I feel. He's basically hitting Kevin Love with a don't lose.
I like that, though. I like
that too. A little camaraderie, but also expectations.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if I kick it to you, don't lose.
Yep.
I mean,
don't lose.
But here's what I would say. If any of us or anybody in this organization, the Heat's organization, is expecting Kevin Love to come in and all of a sudden turn it around, then you're crazy.
Turn it around. He
can help.
Hand injury.
He can help.
Yes.
He can help with some additional shooting, and he can do some other things. However, let's not make it sound like we just signed Kevin, the other Kevin.
Durant.
You're
right, because one is ready to go. The other one's not.
Oh, my goodness.
You're right. Good point. Why would we lump K-Love in with KD? You know, when one can't even get on the floor right now and one's going to be ready to go against the Bucks. Good point, Leroy. I'm glad you brought that up.
Hold on.
I'm glad you brought that up. What?
What is your nickname for Kevin Love?
my nickname?
Yeah.
I no nickname needed.
Dude, I'm about to punch you in. I'm gonna punch you in the stomach.
What are you
doing right now? You're pretty close to him.
I mean,
tell him what you call him.
I said he was built like a sea lion?
No.
No, the OG 4 to 6.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Did you say he was built like a sea lion?
Did he
not that one?
Did he just spend the last 3 hours telling me not to fat shame people, and he just said a guy looks like a sea lion? That's what, like, let me say, You can't tell where his knees are, where his arms. It's like
That's how it used to be. Don't you remember? You don't remember?
no.
You don't remember?
I never remember Kevin Love looking like a sea lion. But
Dude.
you keep getting on me from getting on
Kevin
baseball
Love
players.
looked like Chunky 52 his first couple of years in
No.
Minnesota. Yes, he did.
Wow, now you're
Okay.
calling him
He
chunky.
did. He did. Don't you remember, Marcos? You remember him?
he was
His
pretty
first
big in
couple of years in
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Little
Dude.
pooch. Little
Check-
pooch.
Hey, he was
check this
pulling
out.
down some rebounds. though.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I've come to realize why Chunky 52 may even exist. Because when they did their running, he only ran part of the way.
Oh,
right.
Well, baseball.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, get your stride out. Build some stamina.
I mean, Kevin Love, Chunky Kevin Love, Sea Lion Kevin Love.
Chunky
He had some
42.
years. Look at this.
Average 20 and 10
26 and 13
for a whole year.
for a whole year.
year.
For a whole year. That was when he was 23 years old.
That's
when
impressive.
his 22, he was averaging 20 and 15. And then right before he went to Cleveland, before his numbers went down, obviously because he's playing with LeBron and Kyrie, he was averaging 26 points, 13 rebounds.
So go look at his career averages.
Okay.
And I just want
17, his averages totals are 17 and 10.
Nice.
wow, so he really fell
17
off.
and 11.
Double
You want to
double.
see chunky
Yeah, like-
Kevin Love?
Yeah.
Ready?
I do actually.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh god.
There he
Dave
is.
South, I don't appreciate this. He's
Oh god.
he's harassing me on Twitter.
Harris.
And he said
Point for Twitcher.
he said Tobin's goosies are at the red light district, and he's got a slut goose with a bra and panties on, and hashtags it loosey goosey, which I don't like. That's not true. If you didn't get if it's you're telling me it's not Goosey's worthy that he walks off the plane with the
No.
basketball,
No.
and he's got the what?
No. Listen, you know what that's the equivalent to? You come into work with your little mic cover. That's it.
No, that's not the same.
That's it.
If
That's
I
it.
if
Like
I
you do, you get. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with me and him, me and Tobin. The problem is that he's so extreme one way or the other that if I say no, I ain't cool with that, it makes me look like a Debbie Downer.
yes.
But this guy is Goosey's galore because of basketball players carrying a damn basketball. No,
And Andy Ellisberg was there.
No.
You know, who doesn't love that? Love. That's my dude.
It's
Always
K-Love
wanted
time.
This is
Love,
always
let's
wanted.
go.
That's my guy.
always wanted him. Yep.
And Bam's telling him.
Just like you always wanted Kyle Lowry, and I'm gonna tell you for the last 2 weeks,
Mhm.
you were trying to package that dude with a king cake to get him up out of here.
I did see that.
No,
Brett.
no, you did.
I mean, it's fair. That's
Okay.
fair. I mean, like,
Okay.
you know, but I think
I ain't trade Chunky 52.
don't even know Chunky 52's name.
They're in camp stuff. No way.
Do
Who is
you
it?
know his
I know.
name,
I
Tobin?
know who the wild guy, wild one is.
77.
Nat. Yes.
Jan.
Not Jan.
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 Yeah.
No, Jan. He was playing long toss over here.
Yep.
He was having some problems with his
The only reason you're not fat shaming him is you're control shaming him. You're just
No.
saying he's a wild
Dude.
thing. I mean, he
Wait,
did almost hit
wait,
the
we
team
watching
twice.
bat practice and two batters were in the dirt. What are we talking about? He can't be fat. He can't be
That's fair.
control shamed. I saw him pitching over here. He had the warm up pitcher all over the place.
Schmieden is letting us know that.
Ooh. Who is that Jazz with a sweater on
Where?
in that brown sweater?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Because he's
Oh.
cool.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Oh my goodness.
I think so.
That was like the dude at the Tyreek Hill
Who was wearing the mesh shirt?
the net shirt.
Who was
It
that?
looked
Was
like a
that
net.
was that Azukam or Cedric Wilson? I don't remember.
It's Cedric Wilson, I think.
Yeah. No, Cedric Wilson I thought had the hat. No, that was Cedric Wilson had the hat.
Oh, Cedric Wilson had
Cedric
that.
Wilson
yeah.
had the hat.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
They're not gonna invite us back though.
You think it was my
No, I think it was me.
really?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it was the auctioneer. He was there.
Oh
He was
my
the
goodness, the
He
auctioneer.
was a real
He
bum.
ruined it for everybody.
He was a real
Right.
bum. Nah, see? Like,
No,
you
he
gotta talk like an
was so
auctioneer. You gotta
confusing.
talk like an auctioneer.
No, and then you start crying.
He was very happy to be there.
No, this guy was like, all right, who wants to go to Africa? Anybody?
Yeah, he was
And
not
then everybody
convincing
looked
at
at me. I
all.
said-
Like he did
I
not.
said,
sell
no, I'm
anything.
glad to be here. I don't want to go back. And then everybody, only the black people laughed, which means it was a good joke.
Maybe that's the reason they will invite you back. Like, this guy's got comedy.
Man. Suppose the Marlins telling us we're gonna get Jazz after he's done with his media. So that's cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who'd you give a thumbs up to?
He asked me if I wanted Jazz.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gave him thumbs up.
Perfect.
I thought I could go ahead on.
That's good producing by you.
And approve that.
Boy.
That a boy.
No, but that wasn't as funny when we had Golden Boy. So
have you seen him with his fake abs?
No. So I was
I've seen that.
talking to him. I was talking to him on the stage because he was acting tough, like he was gonna stop these two guys from fighting. And I'm like, hey, you weren't gonna do nothing. And so we start going back and forth. And Tobin goes, hey, give him a mic. Then we got an interview with him.
It was good.
Do you just go around heckling people?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised that didn't work out though. The whole Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell 3 thing. You know?
Oh no. Look, dude, I'm gonna tell you what. Chuck Liddell, I thought my hands were bad. Holy smokes. He's got like hands. They look like skeletons, but they're massive.
Trying to want. So you think I should break Marcos? And
Yes.
And then bring him back, and then we
break,
come back a little early.
and then we come back.
For sure.
This is going to be like
all right
to the end of the show.
Perfect. Let's do that. We'll take a break. We're expected to talk to Jazz Chisholm next.
Leroy, you're producing. You're doing a good job.
Producing, dude. Look at our radio pro.
21, can you do something for me? Drop some bars to my ex for me. Then 21, can you do something for me? Can you talk to the
Tobin and
ops next
Leroy
to
here
me?
with you on
21,
560 WQAM. You guys can text the show at 305-567-0560.
560.
Take you up until 2 o'clock as we are here from Jupiter. It's been a fun spring training day. And we're expected to talk to Jazz Chisholm as he looks like he's about to walk on over here.
In the sweater.
And that is that's a bold choice.
Got me sweating.
Well, you are wearing a pullover though, dude.
No, this fearless, man. This is nothing.
That is.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, that does look a lot nicer. I mean, look at him.
I'm sweating. Just
I love it.
watching him.
Just. I love the fact that he's got the throwback hat. He's got the throwback hat for our non-YouTube audience. But Jazz is about to sit down here any second. But he's got the throwback teal on, which is a great look. And he's got the sweater on, and then just the most beautiful the most beautiful chains he's got going. Are those in season though, chat? Can we get a headset on? There we go. Those are gonna be used in season, Jazz Chisholm.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Whatever happened to the one with the one of you? I love that was my favorite one.
I got that.
That's
too.
still in the rotation.
Yes, sir.
Good.
We have a nice little rotation for this year. Probably about 8 chains.
8 chains?
Yeah, it's a rotation.
Was that the plan going in?
I mean, I always try to not wear the same chain, probably not the same days, every other day I try to
days
change.
of the week one.
Yeah, like I try to get one for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Some people got it like that.
Good for you. He is gonna have to have it like that. Listen, man. First of all, congratulations, cover of MLB The Show.
Thank you.
That has to be that. Like when you found that out, that had to be a huge honor. What did that mean to get a video game cover? Be one of the faces of the league.
I mean, it means everything to me. I mean, for me, as a kid, this is what you live for. You see guys on the cover, and when you see that guy, you're like, oh my God, this is the guy that I got this video game, and you're on the cover. You know what I mean? So like for me in the Bahamas, all the kids, they're like, bro, you made the cover. Like I've never seen someone from the Bahamas be on a cover of anything.
That's
right.
So like, you know what I mean? So it was the sickest thing.
You
ever.
go back every year, right? Like you
we have a kids camp every year. We do a home run derby for the people in the Bahamas so they can see their Bahamian athletes. We bring a couple big leaguers down so they can meet a few big leaguers.
That's got to feel amazing though. Like,
yeah,
right?
it's sick, man. It's fun, like making kids' days. You know what I mean? Like, you bring in their favorite players. And, a lot of the guys that are their favorite players in the league are my close friends, you know what I mean? So, like, you bring in those guys, you bring in Tatis, you bring in Acuna, and you bring in Wander Franco and those guys, and everybody's like, oh, this is a superstar in the Bahamas. What is he doing here? Hitting balls into the water, you know what I mean? So it's kind of sick.
Yeah. It's got to feel good, though, knowing that not only can you get those guys to come there, but they view you as equals, that you can get them to go there. Because everybody can't just go and say, hey, come to my hometown to do this camp. Everybody don't have that kind of pull.
Right.
So it's something special to be able to do something like that. My question is, how you liking center field?
I mean, it's pretty easy out there, it's just catching a couple of fly balls, I'm
not
enjoying
as much action?
it. I mean, I haven't gotten a game yet, so I don't know how much action is over there, but like I'm just out there to catch the fly balls. I've been doing it at second base. Why can't I do it at center field? You know what I mean?
Why did what made you want to do that, Jazz? Because you mentioned last year on a broadcast you were looking forward to getting a chance at shortstop, but this is a big change. Like, not a lot of guys in your stature would want to do that.
I mean, I know I'm an all-star infielder, and I know I can win a Gold Glove in the infield, and I'm like, I accept that. You know what I mean? I accept that, and like I could be the guy to be like, nah, I'm not gonna play center field. I could go and stay in the infield and still be an all-star every time I'm an infielder. But I love challenges. Like I love to challenge myself to see what I can do, and I know I'm gonna still be good at it and be great at it, really. And it's baseball. One thing I know I can do is play baseball.
Right.
Like if it's anything in the world that I know I'll be great at, is a baseball game. So just to go out there and play baseball, go out there and play center field, I love running down fly balls anyway. Like when I'm in the infield and a fly ball goes in the outfield, I'm running back there anyway.
Right.
So why not go do it in the infield? I mean, in the outfield, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like if we would have went and got a center fielder, it would have been a better center fielder than me. So at that point, why not help the team?
Right.
You know what I mean? Go get a shortstop, go get an infielder if we need an infielder. You know what I mean? Because I know we had 2 open spots that we didn't fill yet. And then when Arias came, we still really didn't have I wanted to play shortstop, but we didn't have a center fielder.
Yeah.
And we have another shortstop that can play shortstop, as in Joey Wendell.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, I could just go play a position that we don't have, that we're trying to trade for, and every other team is giving us a hard time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching everything that's happened. I'm talking to the coaches. I'm trying to understand what's going on. And they're still working hard to find a center fielder. I'm like, bro, I'll go out there. And I'm gonna be the best out there.
Did they tell you really?
Yeah,
Did they give you the like? I mean,
they didn't come to
All-Stars-
me.
I know, but I'm saying
No,
when you said it, did they go?
Nah. So when I said it, he was like, honestly, I was thinking that.
But he didn't want to come to you because you're All-Star, like,
Right?
So
Because I'm
he
an
giving
All-Star
He
infielder.
giving your respect,
Right.
right? So
And that's why I feel like everything went so smoothly, because they didn't come and ask me like, hey. I feel like if they came and asked me like, hey, you want to be my center fielder, I would have probably said no.
because you're looking at it as being disrespectful.
Yeah, like, what do you
right.
mean I'm going to the outfield?
Right,
You know what
I
mean?
got
Like,
you.
It would have been like more like, bro, I'm an All-Star second baseman,
Right.
and you're gonna ask me to move to the outfield. But it wasn't like that. It was more like, yeah, I'm an All-Star second baseman, but I could be an All-Star center fielder too.
Right. And this is what the team needs.
And the team needs it.
Right.
And I want
Gotcha.
to win.
Not a lot of
I'm-
people. You
I'm
don't
a-
really-
I like how you almost cursed. I love it. You're
not a lot of people would do that, man.
I want to
I'm
win,
telling
bro.
you.
I came from the playoffs where I was in I came from the minor leagues where I was in the playoffs. Each of my 5 years in the minor leagues, leading my team to the playoffs.
Right.
Won a championship, got to the championship every year in the minor leagues.
Right.
So like, I'm not accustomed to losing. Like,
Right.
even in high school, got to nationals, got to the championship in nationals. I'm not accustomed to losing. When I
Yeah.
lose, I get upset. Even in the playoffs, when I got up to the first year in my big league career, we got to the playoffs, and when we lost, even though I played one game and I played great, I was upset
Right.
because I'm not a freaking loser. I'm a sore loser.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you feel, Jazz, seeing the moves this year? Like, how do you think that you guys brought in All-Stars? You guys brought in batting champions. How do you think that's going to help stop the losing and get you to where you want to go with this team?
I feel like it's gonna make everybody more trusting of each other. You know what I mean? Like, when someone's at the plate, you're not like grabbing your stuff to go on the fields because, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
let's be honest. Like, we're all baseball players. We're all grown men. When you know someone's not going good, and you can see it when they go up to hit, you're just like, yeah, it's 2 outs. Okay, yeah, let me grab my stuff and get ready to go to the third out.
Right.
That's how it is.
That's how it
Right.
felt.
And in a losing clubhouse, that's how it is with any batter except the best batter on the team or the best 3 hitters on the team. And last year we didn't have that. You know what I mean? Like, I think our best hitter was Cooper last year, and he hit 256.
Yeah.
And every time he came up, he was the guy when it was me and Soler was hurt. He was the only guy that everybody was thinking was going to get hit every time he came up to the plate. You know what I mean? And that's a losing environment when only one guy you think in your lineup is going to get a hit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the difference in the culture now, to have Segura, Arias, and you see how hard, and I've seen how hard Soler and Avisel worked this offseason because we all work together. So
you guys were like at the ballpark. It seemed like a lot. Together
every day,
every
day, 5 days a week from the first week of the offseason started.
Man, that doesn't feel very common. Like that, you guys are doing.
It's not, but it was like something that we put together as like the 3 guys that we know are going to be back, and we got to lead this team to a playoffs. You know what I mean? Soler's won a World Series MVP. He's been there. Avisel, he's been a 30 homer guy, and we're just trying to get back to those guys. You know what I mean? They had their first year in Miami. You know, nobody really knows how Miami flies until you play there for the first time, and then like you realize the park is pretty big.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a big it's a big park,
Right.
and those guys are huge.
Right.
But nobody comes there and hits homers every day. You know what I mean? So like they gotta adjust to where some days, like, you know, this guy's on the mound, you can't go deep that day. You know, he might have a heavy fastball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Before we get you out of here, Jazz, is getting called away. See you rocking the throwback.
Yes, sir.
The hat. How excited are you to have those back?
Oh, bro, I'm so excited. I've been waiting to wear these teals all my life. Like, I'm a big Marlins fan. I remember when they had the Hanley Ramirez Day in 2010, and I won the Little League World Series wearing Hanley Ramirez's batting gloves. So, I mean, I've always been a big Marlins fan, a big Hanley Ramirez fan, Gary Sheffield, all those guys, Ugla, everybody that's really been here that I really like grew up watching. You know what I mean? So
you
I'm excited.
you picking the brain of JP out here at all? I see he's out here for a couple camps. Juan Pierre, what do you learn from the great champ Juan Pierre?
I've been working with him from the first day of the offseason as well. Like, me and JP are super close ever since I got traded over here from 2019. Me and JP have been as close as ever. His kids and I are like brothers, and so he's been teaching me a lot. He's been really teaching me, like, he says like all the time, like how I'm way faster than he's ever been, right? So he's like, bro, this is gonna be super easy for you. You will not have one stress out here. You're an athlete, you're an infielder, first of all, that can run. So you got to get put in the outfield, and you're an infielder that can run back and catch fly balls. So you're at an advantage of any position player that's ever moved to the outfield in any way. So you just said, like, take it like how Trey Turner did. You know what I mean? Trey Turner went to center field and he did great.
Right.
You know, until he got traded over to the Dodgers and he became a shortstop again.
Right. And
that's what me and Skip talked about. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be your shortstop. I'm gonna be your center fielder, but at the end of the day, when you need me back at shortstop, I'll do that.
We appreciate the time, Jazz. Thanks so much, man. People can't wait for your season, man. They're excited. A full season of Jazz Chisholm is going to be absolutely
healthy, man. Stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Full season of Jazz Chisholm is an MVP year.
Oh, I love it, man. Thanks so much for the time, Jazz. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
There you go. Jazz Chisholm joining us here in Jupiter, and we appreciate him giving us some time. Thank you so much, Jazz. We're looking forward to his year ahead. Jason, thanks for hooking that up, and we've had a lot of fun out here today.
Yep.
With everybody here, man. We listen. You know, I know it's been a year full of buzz. And by the way, go see Jazz Chisholm. Opening day is March 30th. Get your tickets at marlins.com. And the opening series
never even beat it up. This dude
and Minnesota.
This dude, he got on jeans with leather on them.
Nope.
A sweater.
Yep.
17 chains on. Never even beat it up.
Okay, but he looks very fresh.
No, I'm just saying.
He looks so good.
He's so damn cool that he ain't even beat up.
Right.
Says, every time Stolen McRib says, every time Jazz is on the show, I get hyped for baseball. It's impossible.
It is impossible, dude.
He is like, don't you wish like everybody in baseball was like him?
But think about this. He is a guy that everybody says, you know, that if you're a veteran baseball player, you think is being cocky. But if you're around this dude, he is just a confident person in what he does.
Yeah.
And so I don't ever fault anybody for having confidence in what they do. And that's what he is. He said, hey, I can do this. I'm going to make that change. Because guess what? It takes a cocky, almost over positive guy to do what he's doing. You know what? I'm an all-star second baseman. Why can't I be all-star center fielder?
You guys are blown away by his cool because Jay Fig told us this. Said, why is he so cool? Margot says, coolest player in sports possibly. You think you?
He's very contagious,
right?
And the cockiness. It's not even cockiness. It's just his charm. It's his charm. It's
confidence. He does not come across as cocky at all because one, the way he delivers the message.
Yeah.
But two, it's always about him and what he thinks. It's never about, you know, some people come across as being cocky by how they talk about others, but he only keeps it about himself.
Yeah.
And so it's real positive, man.
It's been a positive day out here, man. We've had a lot of fun.
Really?
It has been. Except
it has been.
Everybody.
I'm not fat shaming anybody.
Yes, you have.
Dude,
we have 4 hours of fat shaming.
Whoa. If somebody is chunky and I say they chunky, that ain't fat shaming. Dude was chunky. Oh. And it didn't help none of that when all the other tall, skinny pitchers were running striders. He was stopping.
I just wish you would.
Just saying.
You didn't have to call him out by number.
I couldn't see his name.
That ain't Chunky 52. Oh, gosh. Best 52 in Marlins history. Yes. Mike Redmond.
Oh, I was thinking best 52. Ray Lewis.
Oh, dude, yes.
Pepper Johnson was 52.
Oh, that's good too. That is good too. Man,
he called his shot, man. Jazz said MVP.
He said MVP.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I like that though.
That's what I'm saying. But here, let's think of it this way. If you don't feel that you can do it, and you don't have confidence in your ability to do that, then how is it going to happen?
Try.
Right? Sometimes you need your mouth to write a check that you're not sure your bucket cash, but you still go out there and try to cash that check.
Like this purchase was maybe a little bit stressful, but it's gonna make me work.
Right, exactly.
It's gonna make me work.
Exactly.
Chain for every day of the week, huh?
Yep.
I like that.
I mean,
did you notice that the alien spaceship had a JC over it? It's the finer details. It's the finer details that matter.
Of course you noticed that.
Of course, I was like, oh, look at him. He's got the alien and he's got the UFO, JFig. You know, it's good to see that he has stuff with current events. A lot of aliens and
yeah,
and
what's
UFOs
going
out there
on with
lately.
that? There's just so much.
I don't know.
on.
Oh no! So somebody said no jazz hands. So when jazz comes up, we all got to do jazz hands.
I think you would.
That's what we should do. Wait,
I think
that's what we should do when jazz goes up to bat. Everybody got to do jazz hands.
I like it.
Did you
Jazz
just put on
hands.
glasses?
Good ideas, man. Yeah, I did. It's starting
Were
to
you
get
that
bright out
blinded
here.
by the jewelry? Is that what's
And
going
what's
on?
your last name Smith?
Oh, I don't know. There's glasses. I don't know.
Is that's not the name of the
I think it's the name of the brand.
Smith?
Smith.
You sure it's not the dude from Matrix?
Seems like he stole those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, don't put it past him. He probably sent Tommy over there. Hey, Tommy, look at those glasses sitting on the thing. They
Dude,
are
I have had a great couple days out here. My daughter got Sandman's autograph, and we had fun with a bunch of guys today. We got to meet Matt Barnes and AJ Puck.
Yeah,
I want AJ Puck to bring back the long hair. I didn't realize this. He escaped without us knowing this. So when we have him on again, I'm gonna say, hey, you have to bring back the ginger locks and the fire beard. I just think that's a great
goodness.
look.
Look at the people.
Now
waiting by
you're
the gate.
telling them how to wear their hair. Cool.
That's right, J-Fig. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing from them. And then Matt Barnes was cool. He's intense. He was intense.
Yeah,
that guy wants to win.
Yeah.
He's not. You know what? And
But you know what? It's weird when you have a guy that's been there and done it and won a championship,
been an all-star,
and then you bring an all-star and you bring him to your club.
Yep.
You want him to be that same guy so everybody else can draft off of that and know how it's done.
It was a lot of fun out here today. So thanks to all our guests for stopping by. Kim Ang, thank you for her time.
Oh, are we really getting off on time?
We are.
I mean,
yeah, we are.
All right,
we're done.
No, I'm just saying that.
What's up, buddy?
I mean, Joe.
Who?
I mean, Joe lets us on the show at what 10?
Oh, I know.
10:05.
I know. He's been better though. I will give him that.
Yeah, lately we've been pretty good.
He's been.
I was hoping for a couple of minutes when we came in this morning, though,
because you need some breathing room.
Whew, goodness.
Anyway, get out to Marlins opening day. It's coming up March 30th. First series against the Mets. I hate that team. And then the Minnesota Twins come in after that. So you got to possibly seeing Pablo Lopez in a revenge game against the Fish. So we'll see what goes down there. Luis Arias taking on his former club.
How are we feeling about baseball play with a thigh tap?
I'm for it.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, if he's going to go all in, go all in. I mean, he doesn't look like one of the, like one of those Australian MMA guys. We appreciate everybody for the Marlins, Jason, John. Thanks so much for them.
Yeah,
Hooking up
man.
all the guests. Thank you to Trevor Rogers for stopping by today. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Jon Berti, our dude, Jon Berti. And Josh, if you guys missed any of it, Marcus will have up the podcast, or you guys can go watch it all back on YouTube, Miami 560 WQAM. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
If I see one more time that stupid full court pass and like, oh, nobody does that like Kevin Love. Yeah, I get it.
Jesus Christ.
It's K-Love time. Love. Let's go.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Hope you mother have a good day.